All right, take two, guys. What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another watch along for you guys. And I woke up this morning thinking, you know, I'm not too excited for the game. Nothing much left to play for this season. Top four looking like it's not going to happen this year, with Liverpool winning 7-0 last week against Manchester United. But Liverpool have lost to Bournemouth this morning, 1-0 at the Vitality, which means if we win today, we go 6 points clear above them. They will have a game in hand. Right now, we are 3 points above them on same games played. Interesting stuff, isn't it?
You never know in this league, do you? You just never know. At the top or the bottom, crazy results happen. And Liverpool had one in a positive way last week. They've come crushing down to earth today, haven't they?
They most definitely have. I mean, how Spursy is that from Liverpool? It's unbelievable.
It is. It's ridiculous.
I thought only Spurs could do stuff like that.
Well, we still could. We still could, but hopefully we won't. Surely that's going to be the kick up the arse to say, right, we've got a chance again.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, they've had enough kicks up the arses this week with teams around us dropping points in the past. We haven't been able to capitalise. Let's hope we can capitalise today. Let's have a look at the lineups. We've got about 6 minutes to go till kick-off. We'll run through the Spurs lineup with you guys first. In goal, Fraser Forster. A back three of Romero, Dyer, Longley. Porro on the right, Davis on the left, Højbjerg and Skip as the double pivot. Son, Kane and Richarlison. And unbelievable after those war of words over the past couple of days with Richarlison and Conte, that Richarlison has got the nod. What do you make out of that?
First of all, I'm shocked that he's playing. Like you said, we spoke about the last couple of days. Was he right? Was he wrong? Was Conte right? Was Conte wrong? And I think everyone we spoke to was like, he's just talked himself onto the bench. Well, he hasn't. But I must admit, on the right side, I think I would have rather seen Danjuma. Because we've seen Richarlison on the right when Kulusevski was out, and that was the worst time he had. So he's got to make up for what he said for Conte, and he's got to get a big performance. We need to see some goal returns from him, don't we?
Yeah, I think I am slightly worried with the front line because there's not much creativity in there unless Kane can really drop deep and get the runners of Richarlison and Sonny. But I do assume that there won't be too many gaps in behind with the way Forest do line up. Let's run through that Forest lineup just before we carry on. They got Keylor Navas in goal, a back four of welcome back to White Hart Lane to Serge Aurier, Worrell, Felipe, Lodi in the back, Freuler, John Joe Shelvey and Mangala in midfield with Gibbs White, Lingard and Brennan Johnson up top. The Lingard one is an interesting one. He hasn't had much game time. He always does seem to turn up against Spurs, doesn't he? Well,
I'll tell you one thing that worries me about that. In that attack, there's a lot of pace. There is a lot of pace in there, and something we struggle with. But like we said, I'm a big fan of Gibbs White, and let's see what Aurier does. Do we get the Aurier, the absolute wild card? As we get, he's been doing very well for Forest, actually.
He is going to have the game of his life today. You watch.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's what I take from it. There's a lot of pace in that attack.
Aurier to give away a penalty, would you reckon?
No, not like he'll probably get. Well, it'll probably foul him to get a penalty more than concede one.
Probably, but we got 429 people with us at the moment. Only 33 likes. Everyone, scroll down, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Head over to Tottenham on Tour as well and hit that subscribe button as well. We are only 4 minutes away from kickoff. But before kickoff, let's touch on the Antonio Conte comments from last night. Did you see the embargo section and all the comments coming out?
No, I didn't.
So he was kind of saying that he needs patience, he needs time. The club are willing to give him patience and time, but he doesn't think the fans are. And he thinks the fans' patience have completely run out with lack of silverware. So what do you make out of that?
What an absolute... This club, I mean... We're all under the assumption that Conte just wants to go, but now he's dropping in lines about patience. And then he's saying the board's willing to get... Well, if the board's willing to give it to him and he's willing to get and willing to do it, why is there no contract signed?
Yeah, that would be my question to Conte about that. Is like, I think the fans are more than willing to give Conte patience if he gives us the commitment.
Yeah.
That's what I would say back to it. And I think that how can fans have patience when your contract is running out at the end of the season? I think nothing's been done about it.
I think the word we're looking for here is all us Spurs fans want is clarity. Just to understand, if it's like Conte is going to sign, okay, sign. If you're not going to sign, okay, you're gone. But now to say, and we've seen since the Milan defeat, I mean, the comments he came out with after Milan, it was like he's watching a different game. So his comments are being very Jekyll and Hyde at the moment, aren't they?
I think that in terms of the calling for patience, he's pretty much done that all season, though, hasn't he? He's always said this team need time, this team need patience, and this team need few transfer windows to get to where we want to be. He was quite blunt in saying that the fans want silverware, the fans have high expectations, but we're nowhere near ready to be there. And I think we all know that, don't we? We all know that.
We all do, and I think we're all sick and tired of hearing we need patience, we need patience, we need patience. Manager after manager, window after window. The next one's the one. The next one's the one. Like I heard someone say, I can't remember if it was on YouTube or on Twitter. All we want to know is a plan. Have a plan. It's such a scattergun approach to everything. If we just have a plan and we're aware of what's going on, then it may help things. But it's just the not knowing and the mixed messages. It's not helping the club, is it?
Yeah, and look, I've been clear in saying what my feelings are at the moment. I think that if Conte's not going to sign, it's best to go now. But I think the best course for everyone at this football club, for us as fans as well as what we want to achieve, I think the best thing is for Conte to sign on that dotted line, stay at the club and achieve something here. That's what I think, and I think you're in the same boat as me.
I am. Listen, I think, remember when Cole asked us that question yesterday, would you rather Conte for 2 or Poch for 5? And I said, if it's both being backed to get what they want, I will choose Antonio Conte, because if Antonio Conte gets what he wants, the football will get better. The calibre of players will improve, and then we can start building something. But it's will we get the calibre of players he wants, and will he be backed? That's the issue, isn't it?
Exactly. And all is about to be revealed as kickoff is seconds away. The players just giving their good lucks and their hugs just before kickoff is underway. Richarlison on screen right now looking serious. Very serious.
Yep.
I really want Richarlison to get on that score sheet today. Just before we start the game, we've got a super chat from Azad Hamid, members chat for 9 months. He says, as a proud leader of the Conte out brigade, I am so happy today could be the last time we see him at the club. Conte is running out of excuses. That's what Azad Hamid says. What would you say to that?
Do you know, you got, like I am with Levy, everyone's got their opinions, and the style of football really hasn't helped, and what's been going on really hasn't helped. So I can see why people are being like this now. I really can. And we'll have to see. But I just realised I picked 1-0 with Kulusevski to score. He's on the bench. Does that mean I've got Richarlison by default?
No, it means if Kulusevski comes on, then you're in the money.
Okay, let's keep it that way.
All right, we've kicked off. Nottingham Forest going from left to right in their red tops and white bottoms. Spurs in their white shirts and blue shorts going from right to left. Coming to Spurs, Harry Kane already on the ball. Is that a foul? No. Nope. Referee waves it away and Felipe can get it out. Out wide to Gibbs White. Gibbs White checks in. Nice ball out wide.
Such a good player.
Here come Nottingham Forest with Lodi. Lodi back to John Joe Shelvey. Shelvey over the top, trying to find... Oh, Ben Davis just about hits it out for a corner. Early
goal kick, I think.
35 seconds in. Oh, he's giving it a goal kick?
He's giving it a goal kick.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I thought that was the definite corner.
So did I.
It was Freuler and Ben Davis contending for that at the back post, and I thought Ben Davis just got a nick on it, and but apparently it hit Freuler last, and Spurs take the goal kick, and here comes Ben Davis now on the left-hand side. Checks back to Clement Longley. Longley to Cuti Romero. Romero trying to bring the ball high up the pitch. Long searching ball, trying to find, I don't know who was trying to find
Serge Aurier. Looking at
he found Serge Aurier, but John Joe Shelby's on the ball now. Lodi.
What do you think of John Joe Shelby?
I mean, I think he's a good player for like this kind of team, but
I think on his day he can be incredible.
He
on
can,
his day,
but like, how often does he have his day?
That's the stumbling block, isn't it?
Yeah. John Joe Shelby hits it straight into Højbjerg, and it's a throw-in to Nottingham Forest. 1.5 minutes in. We've got other games that we're keeping an eye on today as well. Leeds against Brighton, Everton against Brentford, and Leicester against Chelsea. Serge Aurier. Oh, well done, great Sonny. Interception by Heung-min Son to Richarlison. Richarlison gets... What's ref looking at there?
I've got no idea.
Richarlison gets fouled, and the ref is just looking at the complete opposite direction and stops play. Not sure what that is.
That was a bit strange.
And there's a goal in the Premier League. It's Everton 1, Brentford 0.
Wow.
With Dwight McNeil getting the goal, Doucouré getting an assist. And Everton are 1-0 up here.
They're a different animal at home.
And it's a throw on to Spurs here. Serge Aurier just letting it out of the play. Here come Spurs with the throw-in. Ben Davis throws it back to Clement Longley. Longley into Skip. Skip with his radar, trying to find Richarlison in the back.
Ball.
Here comes Richarlison! Oh,
yes!
No! Come on!
What a goal! Tottenham's new Brazilian, wearing white and blue. He looks good.
He looks good.
He looks fine.
He looks fine.
Jonathan is on my mind, and he's Tottenham's number 9. Singing,
so
what a goal!
I'm so happy for him, man. Come on!
I really hope that don't get called off for VAR in case we've been clipped.
Oh, VAR apparently.
Oh, Jesus, why did I get my mouth out?
Is it VAR?
Let's have a look. Oh, he's on. He's clearly on.
He's on, no?
It's clear.
Yeah, he's on there.
What a finish.
He's on there. Lovely. Come on, Rishi.
What a finish.
That's exactly what he needed. Exactly what he needed. Come on.
Boom. Roof of the net.
What a ball from Skip. Seriously, what a ball from Skip that is.
Do the floodgates open?
Let's see. But that's what we need, an early goal in these kind of games, and we don't usually get them.
It's a great finish. It is a great finish.
He doesn't think he's scored.
Surely he's on.
Well, they're checking.
Oh, Jesus.
He looks just on. It's going to be a very tight one here. He looks on, doesn't he?
To me, even without VAR, he looked it. Look at the guy here.
Yeah, exactly.
The closest to us.
It looks like Worrell's keeping him on. I don't know why they're looking at this player. It's the other player keeping him on, isn't it?
Well, I was about to say I'd love to see what Match Today have to say about it, but they won't be saying much today, will they?
Definitely not.
Come on, don't do this to Richie.
Come on, they've been looking at for 2 minutes now. Come on, make the decision.
I can't see. Can you actually see where it could be in doubt?
This Worrell was keeping him on, surely. How is this offside? Oh, my days. Oh, they're going to disallow this. Oh my God. That is ridiculous.
Yep.
How is that offside?
I don't get it.
That's a joke, man.
That's the second time Richarlison's had a goal disallowed, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's a joke.
I don't see how. I
want to see a proper picture of that. That really is rubbish.
Well, the one thing is that kind of finish will at least give him some confidence.
Well, I hope so. I hope it doesn't knock his confidence. As in it not being given.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Poor. Anyway, let's go again, Tottenham. Come on. Here comes Skip. Passed under pressure and it finds its way back just to the Nottingham Forest midfield. Here comes Lingard to Mangala. Oh, Lodi checks inside to outside Romero and it goes out for a corner to Nottingham Forest. 6 minutes in. Still can't believe that's disallowed.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking. And they don't show it to you properly anymore either.
No. I just can't wait till that. Hopefully that automated offside comes in. It's so good. It's like when the ball crosses the line. It's like, there you go, it's done. Bye, see ya.
Exactly. No more waiting around for 2-3 minutes. But here comes the corner from Nottingham Forest. Who's that over it? Is that Gibbs White?
Looked it.
Short corner. Out to John Joe Shelvey. Out wide. Taking on Højbjerg. Beats him. Gets the cross in the box. Goes for everyone there. And Serge Aurier is the first to react to win that. Plays it back. To Mangala. To Shelvey. Shelvey over the top.
It's a good ball.
On here. Forest are in here. And Spurs just about get it away, but it's given offside and Spurs win the free kick. So frustrating, man.
It really is.
Should be 1-0 right now.
Completely agree.
There's only been one goal in the Premier League as of yet today, and that has gone to Everton against Brentford. Skip. Back to Romero. Romero's square pass to Eric Dyer. First starting 2 games for Eric Dyer. Here's Højbjerg. Back to Romero, over the top to Clement Longley. Longley takes it down and plays it wide to Ben Davis inside to Højbjerg. Højbjerg square ball to Romero, who plays it out wide to Porro. Here's Porro. Spurs just passing patiently around the back here at the moment on the halfway line. Eric Dyer. Nice ball to Davis. Inside to Sonny. 1-2 with Davis. And here's Davis down the line. He gets a cross in. Worrell gets that away, but only as far as Pedro Porro. Skip. Wide to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Kane. Kane with a nice ball to Rishi. Rishi out to Skip. Outside to Porro. Is he going to get a good ball in? He gets a ball in, but it's just around the floor, and John Joe Shelby gets it away, but Spurs recycle possession.
So Richarlison is playing very central. He'll supposedly play on the right. He seems to be very central.
Yeah, I think he's coming inside to give Porro a bit more space out wide.
Ah, that's a good point.
Sonny, and look at Sonny out wide without Perisic there. Sonny crosses into the box, but is batted away from the Nottingham Forest defence. But Spurs win it back. Spurs very dominant at the moment.
Are.
Romero out wide to Porro.
Excuse me.
Brian's choking on his vape.
I am. I am. I'm
Eric
manoeuvring.
Dyer to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Sonny Boy. Kind of looks like these Spurs players have had a kick up the arse during the week from Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
Because it's very dominant stuff here from Spurs, right on the front foot. Still, not many chances. We were not able to break them down properly, but here comes Porro. Porro tried to find Richarlison there, but Forest get it away once again. Eric Dyer just about puts it out for a throw. Looked like it could have been another calamity there from Eric Dyer.
It did at one point, didn't it? But it's better, isn't it? It's certainly better. I mean, you were at the Milan game. It's certainly a better start than that, isn't it?
Yeah. Forest playing it around the back with Felipe. Aurier now. Going to take on Sonny. Is that a Chelsea goal I hear?
Is it Mason Mount?
Chelsea are 1-0 up with Ben Chilwell away at Leicester against his old club.
Oh, yeah.
On his old stadium, Ben Chilwell. So it's 1-0 to Chelsea, 1-0 to Everton, and 0-0 at Leeds Brighton, 0-0 Tottenham Nottingham Forest.
Is there an evening game today?
Oh, what, sorry?
Evening game.
Yeah, it's Palace City. 11 minutes gone here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 0-0. Spurs have been the better side, but still haven't created too many chances. If you're just joining us, we did have a goal ruled out from the slightest offside you're ever going to see.
Yeah, and it was a wonderful finish by Richarlison.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know what that was from Nottingham Forest, but they've just whacked it out of play, and Forster takes the quick goal kick. Ben Davis on the left-hand side. Back to Longley. Longley square to Romero. Romero's got Porro to his right, Skip just in front of him. Dyer to his left, and he finds Højbjerg. All right, Porro's got some room to run into now. He plays it down the line to Højbjerg. And John Joe Shelby slides in, and it's a free kick to Tottenham.
I think that was very soft, actually.
It was soft, I thought, as well. I thought he won the ball, to be fair. John Joe's not very happy about that.
Let's have a look.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, it's a foul.
Definite foul. Shows what we know, eh, Brian?
Well, no, that was a nice, clear picture. The VAR was a horrific one. That was right up close and personal.
All right, here we go. Heung-min Son with the whipped-in free kick. Dyer is up there. Romero's up there. Davis and Højbjerg hovering on the edge of the box. Here comes Sonny. It's in. Oh, Romero was the first to get to that, but it just goes high and wide, and it's a goal kick to Nottingham Forest.
Looks like he just mistimed the jump, really, didn't he?
Yeah, it just kind of hit the top of his head, didn't it? And after Romero's sending off against Milan, he's got a lot of making up to do, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, look, he's got 13 minutes without a yellow card, so he's on the way. But yeah, he needs to put in a consistent run now. These yellow cards have been getting too much, and obviously the red.
So I don't mind getting yellow cards, but don't get them in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if you're going to do them when they're actually needed, not just for random,
for sure,
chaotic moments.
Yeah. Navas with a big hoof up the pitch. Skippy was challenging Mangala, puts him under pressure, and Romero wins the header. Throw on to Forest. Just coming into the 14th minute now. It's gone a bit quiet, hasn't it, the last 5 minutes?
It has. It has. It's gone a bit... no real danger from either team.
Aurier down the right-hand side. Try to find Brennan Johnson there. And what was that, given offside?
Brennan Johnson is someone we have to keep quiet and pay a lot of attention and respect to right now, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. But I think someone like Dyer can physically dominate him.
Should be able to.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Spurs just passing it around. Not too much urgency in their play at the moment, but nice passing, keeping possession. Højbjerg. Lofted square pass to Longley. Out to Davis. Back to Højbjerg. Oh. And Højbjerg just misplaces that pass a bit too heavy for Sonny, and Nottingham Forest can win back possession. And it's gone all the way back to Keylor Navas. John Joe Shelby back to Navas. Navas over the top, trying to find the Nottingham Forest player. And here they come. But Romero just about saves that and puts that back to Fraser Forster. Porro now. Come on, Porro. Let's go. Porro over the top, trying to find Sonny, but Aurier.
Yeah, did you see before those go like that? Like, where's the movement?
Where's movement?
This is a problem we have.
I think I like recognise this like movement problem ever since I've started supporting Spurs.
Yeah, I remember. It's like, well, it's very hard. I remember when you look at. I hate to keep bringing them up when you talk about Arsenal under Wenger, when they were, you just didn't know where they were going. They were just non-stop movement. You do see it with other teams, but we just seem very, very static.
Yeah, we most definitely do. And Longley looks hurt down here. He's back on his feet now. Not sure really what happened there, but don't know. He was on the floor holding his stomach. But play has resumed. Dyer over the top. He finds Sonny, who heads it to Skip. Skip plays it back to Sonny.
Good ball, son. Good
nice
ball.
To Porro in space. Here comes Porro, bursting down the wing. Over the top, trying to find Sonny, but Worrell just gets it away. And here come Forest now with Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White to Lodi. Lodi with a poor pass, and Skip picks it up. Skip wriggles away from Lingard and tries to find Harry Kane out on the right flank. And it's just about snuffed out. But I'm liking the passes Skip's attempting today.
Yeah. I was just about to say Harry Kane's been a bit quiet, but he's now on the ball.
Come on, Kane. Kane with a lovely ball. Oh, not so lovely, actually. As Serge Aurier picks it up. Mangala. Porro went diving in there. John Joe Shelby. Aurier now. I wonder what the Spurs fans' reception was for Serge Aurier when his name got called out.
What would you have given him?
A clap.
There you go.
But there's not many players I would boo coming back.
True.
I hate that, like booing a player. What? Just because he used to play for you and left? Like, I don't get.
So
that.
what players did you boo? Obviously, Sol.
Hossam Ghali, not when he came back, but when he threw the shirt at Yo.
Yep.
I would have booed Ndombele if I was there for that Morecambe game.
Yeah, we were here.
I mean, there's not many players I would boo. Only someone that disrespected us.
Did you, when Dele Alli came back as an Everton player?
No, I would cheer Dele Alli for sure. Dele Alli gave us such great moments.
He did.
And, like, yes, he fell off, but I don't think he wanted to fall off. You know what I mean? I don't think it was purposeful. I don't think he showed us a lack of respect. I just think something has happened and he's completely just fallen off a cliff.
So where I was with Dele, I wouldn't have booed him, but I wouldn't have clapped him or sang his name either.
I would have clapped him, 100%. He gave us such great moments, and for those years, he was such a great servant for Spurs.
It was undeniably how brilliant he was. He was the best young prospect in Europe at that time.
And it fell off for the last 2 or 3 years, fine. But before that, you gotta remember how good he was for us. All right, here comes Spurs. Richarlison down the right-hand side. Oh, he beats his man, John Joe Shelby. Crosses in the box. Davis. Romero in to Harry Kane. Yes! Come on.
Get in there.
That's got to be a goal now.
2-6-9.
That's got to be a goal.
The
There's no way
2-6-9
they're
club.
taking that away from us.
And that's all started from
Come
Richarlison.
on. Again, Richarlison. Spurs are 1-0 up. Should be 2. 19 minutes gone. And hasn't been the hardest game for Spurs as of yet so far, has it?
And he's pulling away from, obviously he's taken Greece now. He's got to set the record as high as he can. 2-6-9.
Let's see this goal again. Richarlison.
Good play by Højbjerg as well. Was that Højbjerg?
It was Davis.
Oh, Davis, sorry.
Davis, and then Romero plays it into Harry Kane, and Spurs are 1-0 up here.
They
Come
certainly
on.
are.
Oh,
Good
it's
dig.
Porro assist. Not,
Oh, is it Porro?
Oh, it's Porro.
There we go.
And there we go. Porro gets his first assist in a Spurs shirt. And Harry Kane puts us 1-0 up. So come
Harry
on,
Kane
Spurs.
does Harry Kane things.
It was a lovely ball from
Right, it
Pedro.
was. He just dug it out, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's a great header.
And that's like what we're seeing from Harry Kane a lot this season. Like goals, fox in the box, headers.
Yep.
We're not seeing many like of the pile drivers that we used to see.
No, that's true. That's very, very true. I mean, he scored a goal. He actually scored outside the area against Forest away, didn't he? At the very early stages.
But I mean, I asked someone, when's the last time, was it you I asked?
Yeah.
When's the last time Kane scored from outside the box? And that's what you said to me, isn't it? And that's like beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Which is mad to think, like, last year he was pinging them in from all over.
Oh, all over the shop. But
20
we'll
minutes
take any
gone.
goal as it comes.
Absolutely. 20 minutes gone, Spurs 1-0 up. Richarlison checks away from John Joe Shelby. Out to Porro. Let's get some goals today, Tottenham. After Liverpool's 7 goals last week, we need some goal difference to make
You
up.
know what? The way Richarlison's playing, maybe you should slag off Conte every week.
Rishi into Kane. Kane in the box, trying to find Sonny, but it was a poor ball. A super chat here from Eugene Park saying, Porro Goat replacing Emma Goat. Our right wing backs are good now.
True.
Oh. 2 Spurs players down. But Nottingham Forest carry on.
One stay down.
Oh, Serge Aurier. Hito kicks it out. Oh, here we go. Porro's down.
The super chat came in. Right side sorted. Bang.
But it's funny how things work out, isn't it? Because, like, first half of the season, we were getting dominated down our right-hand side. Our left-hand side looked like everything was going down there. Now it's just completely flip-sided, hasn't it?
It's so bizarre. It really is.
Heung-min Son just knocked the ball on Aurier's head just as a bit of a joke. And the throw-on gets taken and Spurs give Forest
Well, here's the thing.
back the
Aurier
play.
did seem to be a character that was liked by the players, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Very much liked.
Yeah, definitely. Super Pedro is one of our own.
Do you like that song?
Love it. Porro, Porro, Porro. It's Harry Kane back in the goals.
Yep. And long may that continue.
So that takes his tally to 19 for the season.
I believe so.
Skip. Out to Sonny. Sonny to Davis. Davis inside to Skip. To
Skip is
Højbjerg.
looking so comfortable.
He really is. Will Ben Tankor will get back in the team?
Not right now. On his crutches.
Oh, lovely ball from Højbjerg outside of the foot. Driver to Davis. Sonny. Back to Davis. Crossing the box. Worrell just about gets a nick on that. Kayla Navas.
Shoot.
Out. Skippy with the shot. And Nottingham Forest get it away. But still head tennis going on in the Nottingham Forest area. Højbjerg. Out to Kane. Kane checks inside. Beats his man. And checks back. Out to Porro. Porro to take on Lodi. He gets the call, gets across in the box, but Kayla Navas picks that up out the air. And he's seeing a lot of possession on that right, Porro, isn't he? I mean, not every cross is great, but at least like he's putting in a lot of crosses.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They're beating the first man, which is always great to see.
True. And Romero.
Ooh,
A looped over ball back to Forster. It was a bit dodgy, that one, but
Yeah, took it down on his chest.
he finds it to Porro. Højbjerg with the crossfield ball. Davis, that's a lovely ball from Højbjerg. That's 2 in the last minute. And Kane
Just overhit.
just overhit his control. And here comes Forest, but Spurs recycle it once again. We're not letting Forest anywhere near our area at the moment. Absolute domination from Spurs. So comfortable we look. But it's only 1-0. 24 minutes gone. Do you think once Bentancur comes back, it could be a skip Bentancur double pivot instead of Højbjerg Bentancur?
It could well be. I mean, I think to start with, a lot of people wanted to see the Bentancur Bissouma, weren't they? That was like what people were saying were. We've got to remember Skip before he got injured. I thought was our best midfielder last season.
I don't know if you remember when we were having. I remember having this chat with you, whether it be on air or off air. I can't remember. But you were asking me what double pivot what would I like to see, and I remember telling you I want to see Bentancur skip.
There you go.
And we haven't seen it yet, I don't think. But
What do you think about Bentancur Sarr?
thing is, for me, I mean, this isn't actually true because obviously Højbjerg and Skip are playing together now. But I kind of feel like it should be Bentancur or Sarr and Skip or Højbjerg.
Okay,
You know,
I get you. Yeah. So one of the two.
Yeah. Richarlison.
Well, it's nice to have these conversations, isn't it?
It is. Davis. Spurs playing well at the moment. Harry Kane finds Porro out wide. Lovely ball from Harry Kane. And he heads it back to Romero. Romero back to Porro. Spurs still keeping possession. I mean, the possession stats must be so high at the moment.
Ridiculously high.
59% at the moment.
Is that all?
Yeah.
I thought we'd been a lot higher.
Højbjerg. Højbjerg and Skip with these balls all day
They are
long.
spraying it all over the park.
Yeah, they really are. They're not coming under any pressure whatsoever, are they, Højbjerg and Skip? They've got all the time in the world to pick out who they want. Look at this. Look how much time and space. And Højbjerg, with a lovely ball over the top. Ben Davis was nearly at the end of that, but Keylor Navas picks that up. I mean, Nottingham Forest have not really been in this game.
No, they have not at all. I thought it was going to be a lot tighter than this. It's complete dominance.
The problem is with this is that we need to make this dominance count.
Yeah.
We need to get that second and third goal while we're on top like this, because it's not going to be like this the whole game. At some point, surely they're going to have to throw a bit of caution to the wind and actually try and be a bit more physical up against us, or maybe Steve Cooper will make a change at half-time or something, you know what I mean? So we need to make this dominance count.
Which seems to be a problem of ours, but we are looking very, very comfortable. Oh, me in my mouth.
Oh, Romero just
Romero.
takes it off his feet. Lovely stuff from Romero. Gibbs White couldn't get past him, and he plays it back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg out wide to Skippy. Plays it back to Porro. Into Højbjerg. Romero just ahead of him, but he plays another lovely crossfield ball to Ben Davis. Davis checks in. To Højbjerg again. Højbjerg and Skip's radar fully on today. Richarlison, that's a foul, surely. Yeah, he's given it. Richarlison just got a little niggle in the ankle there from Felipe, and it's a free kick to Tottenham, 27 minutes in.
Don't think there's been one bad player right now, has there?
Nope.
They've all done what they...
I'm just loving the performance from Skip and Højbjerg in the middle. I mean, they get the ball, scan the pitch, and play it out wide, and the balls that they're playing in are absolutely pinpoint. But we are being helped by Nottingham Forest because they are playing very poorly at the moment. Here we go. Why couldn't we play like this against AC Milan?
And Sheffield United. Or Leicester.
Sonny in. Kane.
Good idea.
Yeah, it was a really nice idea. I think there was just about a player just coming in front of Harry Kane there that put him off, and Keylor Navas picks it up. Was it a nick off Serge Aurier? Yeah, I think it was.
Here comes John Joe Shelby. Good defending.
Need to get that second goal, because you just know a screw up at the back can happen at any time with Tottenham.
Yeah. And one thing I've always said John Joe Shelby does have is he can find the killer pass. Skippy again.
Porro into Richarlison, and Worrell gets it away. But Richarlison picks it up again. Oh, just about snuffed out, but recycled from Eric Dyer. Dyer with the radar on now. Tries to find Ben Davis, but Serge Aurier just heads that out for a throw-on to Tottenham. Nearly half an hour gone here. 2 balls on the pitch. Skippy to Dyer. Dyer out wide to Porro. Porro's going to try and find Harry Kane. No, he checks in and beats his man. Here comes Porro. Oh, but it was a poor ball out wide trying to find Richarlison.
He's growing in confidence, isn't
intercepts. Yeah, I'm really liking the performance from everyone. But Porro looks, he always wants the ball, doesn't he?
Yep.
Always wants the ball, and he's always looking to take on his man and get that cross in.
They took him on delightfully over just then.
Skipper with another crossfield ball to Ben Davis. Ben Davis into Sonny. Sonny, is he going to have a crack? He is! Oh, but just about snuffed out. But here comes Højbjerg in the box to Ben Davis. And it's a goal kick to Nottingham Forest. Super chat here from Ravi saying, why can't we play like this in important matches? This is what I was just saying. But look, I think that in this game, we are being helped a bit by Nottingham Forest. They're not playing well whatsoever.
No. You're completely right there.
And it wasn't the same against Sheffield United and against Milan.
I just thought they'd try to get to their front three. We were talking about the pace earlier. You thought they'd try and stretch us. We've suffocated them, so we've definitely helped in that.
They just can't get the supply to anyone, to be honest. Oh, Sonny trying to win the ball high up the pitch there. Joe Worrell just wins it, and it's back to Keylor Navas now. Lodi. Here's Mangala now. Eugene Park saying, so good to see Tottenham playing without Perisic. Eli Nadur saying, is Kane the best striker in the world? You goddamn right.
For sure.
Aurier plays it back to Worrell. He's got Felipe to his left. But he tries to find Morgan Gibbs-White. No, it's Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson up against Longley, burns him, but it's just a heavy touch from Brennan Johnson. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham.
Can't leave him one-on-one that easily.
Yeah, I'm worried if someone like Brennan Johnson isolates one of our defenders one-on-one, whether it be Dyer or whether it be Longley. That's the worry there, isn't it? We can't let that happen. Skip back to Dyer. Dyer needs some movement. He plays it to Romero. There's no movement. Come on, guys. Jory says, just got to make sure we don't have the pressure of a competition on us and we play nice football. Only friendlies against small clubs from now on. Big up the Jorical.
Big up, Jory.
Dyer. Moving up to the halfway line. Plays it square to Romero. Apparently Brighton have just scored. 1-0 to Brighton. McAllister has scored. Mitoma assist. 2
wonderful players. Or having wonderful seasons, should I say.
No, they're wonderful players that are having wonderful seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Serge Aurier.
Where did Mitoma come from?
I think they bought him from a...
was it a Japanese league team or was it from a European?
It was in Belgium.
Okay.
It was a Belgian team that they brought him on. He was only there for 1 year, from Japan. Oh, Mangala just sneaks away from Højbjerg and keeps the ball. Felipe back to Mangala. John Joe Shelby on the ball now. Chelsea have just scored again. Really? But again, we need to make this dominance pay.
Yep,
we need to score another goal before half-time.
That would be the best.
Forster picks it up, and here comes Højbjerg now. Højbjerg to Skip. He's got Ben Davis free on the left, but he finds Harry Kane. Harry Kane back to Romero. Romero out wide to Porro. Dangerous attack here for Tottenham. Harry Kane. Great ball from Porro to Harry Kane. Here comes Richarlison. It's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty.
Yeah. I think he's pointing to the spot.
Yeah. Has he? Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got to be.
Richarlison goes down in the box from the challenge from Joe Worrell. Surely that's a penalty.
I think he did point to the spot. Yeah, it's a penalty all day long.
All day long. And a booking, ref. And a booking.
What a pass from Harry Kane. Look at that one touch. Nutmeg.
That move from Porro to Kane into Richarlison was absolutely brilliant. Really was. That ball from Porro to Kane was absolutely excellent.
So is Kane going to now be 270?
Come on, H. It was João Felix that got the goal for Chelsea. And Harry Kane is about to step up to make it 2-0 to Tottenham. Nearly 35 minutes on the clock. Come on, H. Come on, H.
You can do it.
Harry Kane. Navas trying to put him off. Harry Kane,
come on!
Get in there.
That's better. That's better.
Come on. 2-0 to Tottenham. 2 goals for Harry Kane. And Spurs are making the dominance pay at the moment.
At long last.
Come on.
So another great penalty from him. When was the last penalty for Spurs? He hasn't taken one since the World Cup, has he?
Don't think. Maybe one. I kind of slightly remember. I can't remember who it may be against. Not sure.
Straight down the middle.
Oh, goal disallowed at Chelsea, João Felix. So Spurs are 2-0 up here. There's goals in every Premier League game so far. 2-0 to Spurs, 1-0 to Chelsea, 1-0 to Brighton, and 1-0 to Everton. And Harry Kane sends Keylor Navas the wrong way, down the middle, and roof of the net. Antonio Conte looks well into that one as well.
Yeah, that's more like what we see from him, isn't it?
Antonio, come on.
Could we get 3?
Let's end this game in the first half.
It just looks so comfortable, really, hasn't it?
It's way too comfortable in a way. I don't remember ever seeing us this comfortable. I mean, like, Nottingham Forest have had absolutely nothing.
No, and you got to say, fair play to Richarlison. Goal disallowed, set up the first, got the penalty for the second.
Yeah, he's been involved in both goals. Very true. Porro as well.
Yeah.
Kane as well.
Side. Yeah. Very true.
I like that Richarlison ain't playing with a smile on his face today. It's like he means business,
angry,
doesn't he? And so he should be. He should be angry at himself. Should be angry at everything.
Yep.
And take it out on the pitch. Don't take it out in your interviews.
Agreed.
But here come Forest now with Jesse Lingard in the box. Oh, that was a close one, but Spurs get it away. With Richarlison now. Højbjerg.
Well, that's a foul.
Oh, come on. Højbjerg gets shoved in the back there.
See, Davis just went in with a bit of a rush challenge there. Off the ball.
37 minutes on the clock. Kane. Was that a shot?
I don't know.
He was on the halfway line. I think he was trying to find Son or Richarlison. I'm not sure which one.
He
it was
thought
pretty poor ball to
go
be
again
fair.
and went for it.
Exactly. KPV in the comments says, Kane last took a penalty against Nottingham Forest in August and he missed. That can't be his last penalty for Spurs.
Well, KPV has spoken. And KPV, I thought you weren't watching.
And there's been a goal at the King Power, people. Leicester have scored. Come on. Patson Daka. Just minutes after João Felix's goal was ruled out for offside, Leicester have equalised against Chelsea.
Sure, we never let Chelsea are under pressure and they go to Leicester. Like when Mourinho lost his job, it's always Leicester.
Yeah. Always Leicester. Spurs have been completely dominant here for 38 minutes in this game.
Can you say that again? It sounds so good to hear.
Spurs have been completely dominant in this game. I'm going to say 39 minutes in now. You want me to repeat it every minute? On the minute?
Maybe. Why not like Big Ben?
All right, here comes Eric Dyer bursting up the pitch. But he gets tackled. You can't get tackled when you do that, Eric Dyer.
You can't cut.
But Kane wins it back.
Just ran full to the halfway line and just got easily dispossessed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Way too easy.
Skippy to Højbjerg. Richarlison does well to retain possession there. Richarlison under pressure. Plays it back to Dyer. Højbjerg. Romero. To Rishi. Rishi keeps the ball to Romero. When's the last time Kane scored a hat-trick even?
Oh.
Dyer, Romero.
Oh, that's a really good question.
Well, let us know in the comments, guys. When is the last time Harry Kane scored a hat-trick?
Definitely not this season.
He's not scored one this season. They're saying in the Conference League.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Leeds have scored. 1-1 against Brighton.
Oh, wow.
Patrick Bamford.
Oh, he finally got his one goal every 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too early. I said 1-1 in the prediction, didn't I?
Yeah, I can't. I went Brighton win, but I can't remember the score.
I think you said 2 or 3-1. I can't remember.
There we go. How are you doing the other ones for Predict the Prem?
I can't remember what I did. That's the problem. I only said 1-0 Spurs. Simmer said 2-0 Spurs. Sonny.
Kept it in.
Oh.
Just behind Richarlison.
Oh, Kane nearly won that in the box. It was really good play from Sonny, but here's Skip. Wins it high up the pitch. Out to Longley. To Romero. Dyer. To Romero. Højbjerg. Just passing it around now. 41 minutes on the clock. Cuti Romero. Checks back to Longley. To Skip. Out on the left-hand side. Longley. Dyer on the ball now. Come on, Dyer. Let's see that radar. Oh, what a radar. Square ball to Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Longley. Longley to Davis to find Richarlison. Lovely flick into Longley, who finds Richarlison. Back to Longley. And Longley loses out there, but really good football from Tottenham. And it comes all the way back to Tottenham. And Spurs are just... Every time Nottingham Forest win it back, it comes straight back to us. Oh, Skippy just with miscontrol, but he wins it back. And it's a free kick to Tottenham. Not sure how, but it's a free kick to Tottenham.
Skippy won the ball, went in with a lot of aggression and won the ball. 50, look at that. Follow through from John.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I think he overreacted a bit on his skip. But for me, he's been the player of the half. All right, Kane's got the 2 goals.
Yeah. Has he been the player of half for me? I've been he's been very good. Him and Højbjerg both been really good. Porro's been really good. Richarlison's been good. Kane's been good. I think everyone.
It's been so good to hear you see the same. It's been so good.
And there's been a goal at Goodison Park, and it is 2-0 to Everton against Brentford. Damari Gray has scored the goal.
Could the longest unbeaten run in the Premier League at the moment become crashing down?
Looks like it is at the moment. Longley into Højbjerg. Højbjerg to Longley. Longley bursting up the pitch.
Good ball.
Lovely ball to Pedro Porro. Porro now. Cross into Kane, just over the bar, but another really good cross from Pedro Porro there. Really influencing stuff here.
He most certainly is.
Look at that, Pedro Porro. He knows how to bloody put a cross in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right on the money to Harry Kane. Kane really wanted a corner there, but it is a goal kick.
You think Kane will get a hat-trick?
Yeah, I think he will. What about you?
Yeah, I'm inclined to think he will. And then we can go back to that question, when was Kane's last hat-trick?
Today, motherfuckers. Is today the best attacking wing-back role we've seen from any wing-back this season?
You mean for Spurs?
Yeah. It's got to be, right?
Porro's been very, very good.
Name me one other display at right wing-back or left wing-back that has got as many good crosses in as Porro has today.
I think very, very early Perisic was.
Maybe.
Very early.
Yeah. Porro with another cross into the box. Loose one that time. It just got deflected.
I think he was actually brilliant at Nottingham Forest away, Perisic.
Yeah. Could very well be.
But I think you're talking that kind of... It's been a long time. Gibbs White has just done Højbjerg.
And plays it down the line to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson in the box. Trying to find Jesse Lingard. And it's out for a corner. Oh, and the goal has been ruled out for Everton. It's only 1-0. What was it ruled out for? Handball. So it's 1-0 to Everton only.
Let's have a look. Can Forest find something? Please God not.
Here comes the corner. Morgan, Gibbs, White. 2 minutes of stoppage time. We're 10 seconds into the first. Gibbs White with the corner.
First man.
Doesn't beat the first man, who was Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. And it's a throw-in to Nottingham Forest. Aurier. Johnson. Serge Aurier. Back to Worrell. Worrell's asking for movement. He finds it from John Joe Shelby, and here is John Joe Shelby now. Shelby. Here's Gibbs White. 1-2 with Freuler, and back to Gibbs White. Here come Forest. Mangala. Oh, it's a lovely ball, but just snuffed out from Spurs, but it finds itself back to Mangala, to Felipe. And we're into the last minute of stoppage time now with Felipe with a cross-field pass to Serge Aurier. Aurier to Shelby. Shelby in to Johnson. Shelby! And that's a corner. Just deflected off. I didn't see who it deflected off there, but it is a corner to Nottingham Forest for the last attack of the half.
That man's got a shot on him.
Yeah. That's the thing. We can't let him take shots from that range. It was deflected off Romero there.
They've come to the most attacking part with 2 minutes of stoppage time. They've had 45 minutes to do something.
They've done nothing. They've been poor. Here's Morgan Gibbs White with the corner. Last attack of the half. Stay strong, Tottenham. Here it comes.
Well done,
Fraser Forster does well punching it away. Only as far as Mangala, though.
And
the ref has blown for half-time. Come on. Really good half of football for Tottenham. And you got to say, I'll say it again, it's been an absolute domination from Tottenham Hotspur today. Just before we get into our first half thoughts, we'll run you through the half-time result. Well, half-time scores as of yet. It's Leeds 1, Brighton 1, with Patrick Bamford levelling up after McAllister put Brighton 1-0 up. Everton are 1-0 up against Brentford, which Dwight McNeil scored. Damari Gray did score as well, but that goal was ruled out for a handball. And Leicester are 1-1 with Chelsea. Ben Chilwell putting them 1-0 up. João Felix put them 2-0 up. That was disallowed for offside. And Patson Daka has equalised 5 minutes before half-time. But, Brian, what are you thinking? It's been a really relaxing watch, hasn't it?
Yep.
You know, Spurs have been completely dominant, created good chances. Porro's performing really well on that right-hand side. Richarlison's working really hard. What's your assessment?
I mean, I think a lot of Spurs fans today would have thought we were going to see anything but what we've just seen. So whatever's happened in the last few days, whether Conte's fired a rocket up their arses or whatever's happened, they've come out in the first half. I mean, you just look at the first halves in recent games. It's night and day, this one, wasn't it? Really was. I mean, Richarlison, who we thought wasn't going to get a game and we thought was playing on the right, which may have been a bit of a mistake. I even said it. How wrong was I? I think he's been fantastic in the first half. I mean, just a shame that goal wasn't counted.
Yeah, it was so tight, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I still can't see it. I want to see it again. I want to see the lines drawn properly. But, I mean, it had to have been slightly offside if they've given it offside. But, look, 2-0 at half-time. As it stands, 6 points above Liverpool in fourth. Newcastle as well. Where's the league table? Newcastle, so we're 7 points above Newcastle, but they've got like 3 games in hand on us, with one of them coming tomorrow.
Who have they got tomorrow?
Who have Newcastle?
Oh, I said they're going to win 3-0. I think it was Wolves, wasn't it?
Wolves at home, yeah. Wolves at home. They play Man United soon.
That's huge.
But, I think there might have been a goal in the last kick of the first half for the Chelsea game. Just waiting for confirmation here. Has there been a goal? I think there has. I think Chelsea have just scored. Yep, Chelsea have scored in the 6th minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half here.
And who's got it?
I'll tell you in a second, but they're just about to show the highlights of the first half so we can talk through them.
Yeah.
I mean, Skippy, that radar from Skippy has been absolutely brilliant. That ball for Richarlison's offside goal
Pinpoint.
was absolutely pinpoint.
Didn't he have to break his stride, did he?
But him and Højbjerg have been doing that all day long,
Yes.
mostly to Ben Davis out on the left-hand side.
Such a good finish. I mean, Navas has come out a bit, hasn't he?
So unlucky for that
Still,
to be called outside,
this ain't a good enough angle for us to see. What's this man got to do to get a Premier League goal?
I know, it's so frustrating for him. But at least we're winning 2-0, you know?
Yeah.
Usually when these things happen to us, we concede at the other end.
Yeah, you're right.
So you've got to be happy that we're winning 2-0. Who's been you said Skip's been your man
I said Skip,
of the match.
but as we're looking back at this, like I said, that down the right shadow, I think, well, look at Richarlison, just say goodbye to the player there in the build-up for Kane's first. I think that whole right side, Porro as well, Porro Richarlison, and obviously Kane's got the 2 goals. But really started to like what we're seeing from Porro.
Any player that you'd like to see a bit more from?
In this half, do you know what? Sonny has looked better. There's no doubt he's looked better in this game, but I just want to see him get back to what he was and a bit more involved. But that's not saying he's been bad, because I'm not. He has been. He's been better, that's for sure. But he just hasn't been involved. Everything's coming down the right, isn't it?
Yeah, and that was a stonewall penalty there.
Completely.
Richarlison getting hacked down from Joe Worrell, nowhere near the ball there, and he knew it straight away, didn't he?
Yeah.
We didn't know it straight away,
No.
but Worrell definitely knew it straight away.
Yeah, when you watch that replay, Richarlison has touched that ball way before the tackle, or just as the tackle's coming in, and there's no discussion there, is there? Look, he's going down, get that touch.
It was a great touch from Richarlison, that just to pull it away from Worrell, and Harry Kane duly delivers from the penalty spot. Keylor Navas did his best to put him off, but smashes it roof of the net down the middle, and Harry Kane gets his 2nd goal of the day. Absolutely lovely stuff.
It is indeed. Let's just hope so. We've had it's first half FC that have turned up.
That's the point now. So we've seen us play well for 45 minutes in a lot of games this season. We've played well in the first half now. What's coming in the second half?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the way you've got to look at it right now, let's take it out of Tottenham. If you're Steve Cooper, do you make changes?
I think you have to, don't you?
But do you do it straight away? Do you wait? And if you do, who you change him?
Personnel changes, but tactically you surely have to do something.
Okay, yeah, they make changes, yeah.
Because tactically they're getting... I mean, they're not in the game. They're just not in the game at the moment, so they need to do something. And I assume that they will, but I just don't know what they'll do. Do you reckon maybe it's a case of maybe they can bring in an extra man and match us up man for man, but
maybe.
They are 2-0 down.
What's their bench? Have they got... Look.
Their bench?
Yeah.
They've got Andre Ayew, Jack Colback, Danilo, Emmanuel Dennis, Nikate, Neco Williams, Chris Wood, and Ryan Yates.
I had Chris Wood as well. So they've got that. So if they want to get rid of one of the pace and put a bit of power up there to match Dyer, they've got that option. But I think you're right. I think they might need to do something tactically before they do something personnel wise.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And in terms of Spurs on the bench, obviously we need to keep it the way it's going because we're just so dominant. But later on in the game, we got Brandon Austin, Dan Druma, Kulusevski, Lucas Moura, Romain Mundell, Ivan Perisic, Davinson Sanchez, Pape Matar and Japhet Tanganga on the bench. So we've still got a lot of options to change things.
If there's two players on the bench you'd want to see, who would you have on?
Dan Druma.
That's my first one.
And Sarr, probably.
That's just you and me are the same.
Dan Druma and Sarr or Dan Druma and Kulusevski. I mean, I wouldn't take any of the centre mids off because they're both playing really well. So
yeah, the only reason I say with Sarr's well, I want to get
form though, man.
Yeah, but I think Kulusevski may need some time off, like a game.
Out.
Yeah, that's I kind of got my words mixed up there. But with Sarr, who was playing so well, I don't want to see him stifled or start thinking, oh, here we go again. So even if he was to come on for like 10, 15 minutes, game done. But the one I really do want to see, I think it's time 2-0 up, strolling. And if it continues like this, surely Dan Juma can get some minutes to say, here I am.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was even thinking like they might have even started him today.
Yeah.
But what Conte was saying about him doesn't seem like he's really ever going to play because he doesn't seem to think that that's his position. That's the problem.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, we can only do what Conte. We can only go by what Conte's seeing and saying. But then it's just, why was this transfer done?
Well, that's another conversation.
Exactly. It's just, but that's a guy. I mean, he comes on and gets his goal against Preston, doesn't he? And then he's just been a complete bit part player. Not saying he should start every single game, but surely you would have thought
one.
Yeah,
just one.
Yeah. Well, you thought he'd had a few more minutes, and when you're 2-0 up, and it could be potentially 3 or more, surely that'll warrant him getting some time.
What do you think is different in this performance than maybe what we have seen in recent weeks? Like, what's changed? Is it down to the way we're playing, or do you think it's down to the way Nottingham Forest are actually playing today?
I think it's a bit of both, but I think it's clear to see now, and someone said it, I think, in a super chat, you can see a difference without Perisic. You really can. And like we were saying yesterday, with that pace and everything going down the side, and Ben Davies offers a lot more solidity in defence, and it's showing it here, which, do you know what? And it also allows Porro to get more advanced.
Yeah,
so
I like the way that Rishi's coming inside and creating more room for Porro out on that right-hand side. And Porro's definitely benefiting from it. He's seeing a lot of the ball. He's getting good quality crosses in the box. He's influencing the play. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Well, you say that as well, that Porro's benefiting from it. I think Richarlison this time, when he was playing on the right last time, he was doing the Kulusevski role. And we had Emerson or Doherty, Emerson weren't at the form he's at now. So I think having Porro there, allowing Richarlison to go central, is also obviously helping Richarlison as well.
A player who we haven't mentioned too much today, Heung-min Son. How do you think he's getting on?
I think he's been brighter. I want to see more of him, but seeing that everything is coming down the right, you can't really say right. But he's looked sharper. He's definitely looked a bit sharper.
All right, well, we do have 1,992 people with us at the moment. Only 295 likes. That's not adding up, Brian.
Well, do you know what? Let me see. I don't even know if I've liked it. So let me go and...
it's not even adding up,
Let
guys.
me go and start the trend.
Everyone, scroll down, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, get your chat in as well, join the party. There's a super chat here from Sam Palmer saying, against a team like Forest, would you guys like to see Kane at 10 with all 4 main attackers on, or Danjuma? Love watching the watch along with you boys. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Sam Palmer.
Big up.
Would I like to see Kane as the number 10 with all 4 main attackers on? I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I think it would be a really good watch, to be honest, with Kane pinging them in behind to players like that. But I think right now, I don't really think there's too much need for it as of yet. But maybe in a different game.
Well, no, if we get a third, maybe it is the time to see it, because then they can relax and they can go a little bit more. We've all been crying out for the attacking football, haven't we?
True, and we need goals.
Exactly. So we that's a very good point, because we need to match Liverpool's goal difference. Yeah. Maybe this is the game. If we get an early third, go right. Let's try and work on this goal difference.
So what is the goal difference at the moment? Let's have a look.
Should be, they were 7 ahead of us.
So they're on 18. We're on 12. So it would be really good if we could get a few goals behind us today.
It would be very good. So maybe that is an option.
And Newcastle also on 18.
Yeah, so that is something we definitely need to work on. And this could be the game to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
opportunities
Southampton
should be
next.
for us. Yeah, opportunities should be there for us, but we know what we're like. We play well for 145 minutes and don't play well for the next. So we need to keep up these levels in that second half. But I got a feeling that Nottingham Forest won't make it as easy for us as they did in that first half.
They've got to offer more. They've got to offer more. And you saw against Everton, they went down twice, came back twice. They kept, but again, this is mainly from home, like we were saying yesterday. Their home form is a lot better than their away form. They've got to try and do something to tighten up because going forward, if they want to stay with Premier League status, they're going to have to sort this away form out. Just hopefully not in the second half.
Let's hope so.
Exactly.
Let's hope so. All right. So how long we got till the second half? Not long, actually. It should be any minute now. I want to know where you guys are watching from at the moment. I forgot to ask you from in the first, before the game started. But let me know in the live chat where you are watching from, guys. We've got nearly 2,000 of you in the chat, so let's see where you are. Australia, Virginia, South Carolina, Greece, Vape Nation, Mexico, Seattle, New Zealand, Italy, Mumbai. Look at that. All over the world, people. Alabama, Los Angeles, Bulgaria, Wisconsin, Dorset, Bristol, Pyongyang.
You missed out me in the studio.
Thailand. Daigle in the studio.
And I've just had a WhatsApp from some people that are watching it in the Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard.
So big
come
up
on.
Tom and everyone in the Scotland Yard.
Vancouver, Florida, Tonga, Canada, Charleston,
Go on,
Singapore, Leeds, Bangalore, Switzerland. It's absolutely unbelievable. All four corners of the earth in the live chat right now.
I have to tell you, funny. So when I did my first ever watch along here, where I was hosting it mainly when you or Simi weren't here, it was the Watford game where we got 100,000.
Right.
As me and Phil. And I said that question to say, like, and I just generally thought I'll ask it, see who replies. I have never seen a chat go so quick with the most bizarre, random and places all over. It's crazy when you do that. It literally just goes, brrrr, it's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. But they're still going now. Nashville, Aylesbury, New Jersey, Japan. Armenia, Iceland. That's the Joracle. Egypt, Philippines, Cyprus.
It's crazy.
Chicago, Dubai, Pakistan, Bolivia, Belfast, Estonia, Croydon, Sims Closet, Chesterfield, Moss Side, Nepal, Nigeria. Love it. Absolutely love it.
It is
guys.
incredible how far it reaches, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nuts.
This Tottenham family.
The Tottenham family are strong today, but kickoff should be with us.
Imminent.
It's imminent. It's imminent. Conte is going to sign his contract. It's imminent. Pennsylvania, Lincolnshire, Norway, Taiwan, High Wycombe. Still going, people. Still going strong. If you are enjoying the stream, smash, obliterate, absolutely batter that like button. And if you're feeling a bit saucy as well, then do hit that subscribe button while you're here. We do have Brian Daigle with us as well, Tottenham on tour. So
Correct.
Go show him some love as well.
Please do, people. Loads of new stuff coming your way very, very shortly.
And we are out on the second half, and they have made a change. Andre Ayew coming on for Nottingham Forest. Who's gone off? And who else is coming? They're making a double change, are they?
Looks it.
So it's Emmanuel Dennis and Ayew on.
They got very attacking.
And Lingard off. Well, they're going to have to do something.
Well, Lingard didn't do anything, did he?
No.
Not that Forest did a lot, but...
All right, we've kicked off, people. Dyer with a crossfield ball, but it goes back to Forest. And here's Freuler. Bad ball, and Porro picks it up. And can he win it back? Oh, Davis. Out to Sonny.
Come on, Sonny.
It's good to see Sonny out wide again, isn't it?
Yep.
Heung-min Son plays it back to Dyer.
He
Dyer
wants
to
the ball,
Son.
doesn't he? He's calling for the ball a lot more.
Damn right. Oh, lovely. Here's Sonny. Have a crack, Son.
A good ball.
Into
Gritty.
Richarlison.
Oh, it could have been a quicker start than the first half.
Good defending there from Nottingham Forest.
But
But
good
good play
play
from Tottenham, yeah. Absolutely.
I thought when we were going back towards Dyer, it was lost, but great ball from Son. Great ball.
Good
Charleston
football.
just can't get that goal, can he?
Yeah, it was good defending, to be fair. So he just could have got that shot away a bit quicker, couldn't he?
Yep. But at least he's getting in those positions. That's the good thing. Like the strikers say, that's a really bad misread of a ball. It's gone off for a corner from Davies. I thought it was Romero for a sec.
Corner to Forest. Don't let them back into this
I
game.
don't know what
Tottenham.
Davies was doing there.
You know, I kind of just looked away for a second.
Literally no pressure, and he went to just pass it, and he just bobbled off for a corner.
All right, Morgan Gibbs White to get the ball in. Gibbs White, it's in, and Spurs can get it away. Yeah,
Oh, he's going to see that out. See it out.
no, Skippy's gonna. Oh,
See it
lovely Skippy.
The confidence is growing in him again, isn't it? He just needs a run of games, which he's getting.
Well, you're seeing the value of a run of games at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw him as soon as he came in against Milan. He's been the best player in the club
Yeah.
since then, consistently, in my opinion.
I
Romero
second it.
to Porro. Porro tries to find a long ball up the field, but it hits against Emmanuel Dennis and out for a throw on to Tottenham. 47 minutes on the clock. And are we seeing Spurs do a few stupid things now? We've had a good 45 minutes. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, here's the thing, Emmanuel Dennis will give you. He'll give you power, pace, and he will just chase everything down. Maybe that's what they were upset about in the first half, because we had so much time in the midfield. I don't think the attackers were really closing down, were they?
That's it. They need to put us under pressure. That's probably what Steve Cooper said to them. Just press, and they might fold.
You see, I think I'm putting my name in the running for next Spurs manager with insights like that.
You never know. You might get the job. I don't think you'll last 2 seconds in an interview will leave.
I don't think I'd last. I don't think he'd last. I think 2 seconds is very, very, very. I don't think I'd last a second.
Yeah. Here's Kane trying to find Richarlison, but Forest get it safe to Keylor Navas. Let's put these lot to bed.
Yeah.
Forest, they've started this half a bit better than the first half. Richarlison with a crunching tackle, but still only as far as Lodi now. Lodi out wide to Dennis. Dennis finds Lodi in behind, but it's a goal kick to Tottenham.
But yeah, they're looking a lot more comfortable going forward, aren't they? Not really doing anything with it, but they're getting it forward quicker.
Yeah. Has only been 4 minutes of the second half. They have started the brighter of the two, Nottingham Forest. But you kind of feel like the more that they do come forward, the more gaps it will leave for us with counter-attacks.
But they are definitely getting to us a lot quicker.
Win that. Well played,
Go on,
Kane.
Rashan's
Down the line
off.
to Rish.
Oh, he's over.
Over hit from Harry Kane.
How often do you
Felipe
say
gets
that?
it safe to Navas. Oh, Andre Ayew spins away from Eric Dyer there. Here's Emmanuel Dennis. Dennis up against Porro and Richarlison.
Do you know what? I think he's
snuffed out, but it's a free kick.
He's been on for about 4 minutes. I think he's touched the ball more than Lingard did.
Probably. You're not wrong there. Oh. Why is he holding his head? Here is the free kick now. Morgan Gibbs White over it. Big up Danny Shepherd. Fraser Forster's getting a bit of a white beard, isn't he?
Mate, he
Bloody
needs
hell.
some just for men.
Tottenham head to this. Gibbs White comes in.
That's a good delivery.
It is a good delivery, and Spurs get it away with Eric Dyer, but only on the edge of the box. John Joe Shelby heads it back in.
What's
but
going on? A head injury.
the ball's in the back of the net, but Romero is in the net holding his ankle. The ref has stopped play. Romero, I think he's all right. You never know, though, if Romero's going to be all right or not. Because even if he's not all right, he's still going to get up and probably do what Bentancur did, you know what I mean? And probably aggravate the injury even more. All right.
Here we go again.
Romero. Up the line
Good
to
touch.
Kane. Great touch. To Ben
Such a
Davis.
good ball. Such a good... Look at the
I
the
love
weight
the
of that.
technique on that as well.
Oh, mate, he's brilliant at that. He's absolutely brilliant at that.
And here he is, Harry Kane.
Oh, I thought he was going to have a thunderbolt there.
It's just not falling for Richarlison at the moment, is it?
Nope. But yeah, you look at that. His technique for these passes are just subliminal, aren't they?
Mm. And, you know, we've had a lot of criticism about the Spurs passing this season.
Yep.
Or the past couple of seasons, to be fair. But it seems good today, doesn't it?
It has seemed. But again, would you say that's because of Forest being so bad in the first half standing off us? We had that little sunny chance at the very beginning where he was dictating it, but have we had that many going forward this half?
Not this half, no.
Yeah, I think. But the passing has definitely improved.
Super chat here from SLG saying, big up from France, lads. Daigle in, Levy out.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Thank you very much indeed.
Daigle's running for chairman.
Oh, God. Championship manager.
Chairman manager.
Yeah.
I mean, championship chairman.
There you go. There's a new game you can start bringing out.
Keep smashing that like button, guys. We are hitting 640. I know we could get to 1,000 before the end of the game.
Forest do seem to be coming forward a lot quicker now, don't they?
Yeah. Shelby. Back pass to Worrell. Worrell to Felipe. Felipe's got Lodi to his left. Andre Ayew in front of him, but it finds its way back to Felipe. Here's Emmanuel Dennis on the left flank. Lodi.
Good tackle.
Pedro Porro puts it out for a throw-in.
Great tackle.
Daigle, you nervous?
Am I nervous?
Yeah.
No. Not at the moment. If they score one before the 60th minute, ask me that question again.
I only ask because someone in the chat says you look nervous.
I'm not nervous. but then again, this is Tottenham.
You should always be nervous watching Tottenham. And Nottingham Forest have started the better of the two. Here's Son.
Just
Højbjerg.
need that third goal and then everything just gets put to bed.
Yeah.
Richie.
It's a foul. He's going to get his card out as well for pulling back Richarlison just on the edge of the D in our half. Not the D, the centre circle. And it's Renan Lodi that has been booked. And that's booking. Completely.
Right in front of the ref as well.
Yeah.
Could you be any closer to the ref?
Literally.
Oh, it's heavy touch.
That is a heavy touch. But Skip wins it back, but it's only as far as John Joe Shelby. Shelby with a poor ball that Longley can pick up. And Longley with a poor ball that Shelby can pick up.
That's a good ball by Shelby.
Here's Brennan Johnson.
Oh, he's done him.
Johnson.
Well done.
Out for a corner. Højbjerg's incensed. He thinks it should be a goal kick. But
Højbjerg did well to get back there.
he did. And it's he's still going on at the ref, Højbjerg. No goals in the Premier League in the second half as of yet.
Wow, this is their fifth corner. We haven't had one.
Have we not had one? Wow. 5 corners to Forest. And it comes in from Gibbs White. Højbjerg out, Shelby, and that's a shot that hasn't even gone out of play.
That's basically like Richarlison's shot.
Yeah, even worse.
Yeah, it was in the air, so yeah.
Dennis to Felipe to Dennis, and that should be a throw on to Tottenham after good pressure from Ollie Skip.
They are trying to utilise Dennis quite a bit, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, he's looked bright, to be fair.
I really liked him at Watford.
Yeah.
Really liked him. Obviously hasn't done anything really at Forest because of Brendan Johnson.
Wolves Fi is saying Richarlison is his man the match today.
Big out Wolves Fi.
Here's Richarlison back to Pedro Porro. Into Richarlison.
Go on, Richie.
Good ball from Porro, that.
Good ball.
Richie out
Son.
to Sonny.
Oh, deflected.
Oh.
Richie's still getting involved.
Spurs finally putting the pressure on in this second half. 56 minutes in.
It's Richarlison chasing it. Well done, Richie. Really did well there, chasing it down and winning the ball there. They look like they might have a bit of an understanding, Richarlison and Porro, don't they?
Yeah. It's that Latino connection.
It seems so.
Porro with the throw to Romero. Romero out to Højbjerg. Back to Romero. Down the line to Porro. He's got Skip inside, but he turns around and darts down the wing. Oh, trying to find that ball into Richarlison. So close from Pedro Porro. But you can see he's got that eye for the pass. He's so creative, Pedro Porro, isn't he?
Certainly has added that to our ammunition, without a doubt. Always looking forward, isn't he?
Always. Always looking to see how he can search and hurt the opposition.
Yep.
Nearly 58 minutes on the clock now. Let's get that third goal. Let's kill this game. Ball over the top for Nottingham Forest. Oh, they got a shot away, but it's high and wide from Felipe. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham and Fraser Forster.
You really didn't want your centre-backs there for us, did you? Thank God for us it was.
If that would have gone in, that would have been a wonder goal.
Oh, really
Absolute wonder goal.
Idea and everything was right, just too high.
Harry Kane put the player under pressure and Spurs win the ball back. Longley. Out to Davis. Davis into Højbjerg. To Davis.
Nice passing.
Kane. Very deep. Great pass from Harry Kane.
Oh, look at that
Pedro
pass.
Porro. Unbelievable pass, actually. Here's Porro. Oh, he did isolated Lodi one-on-one.
Harry Kane's pass there. He sees it before he sees it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, he can see
absolute radar on the man, man. Any other goals in the Premier League so far in the first half?
Second half.
Second half, I mean. Looks as though Brighton could be going 2-1 up here. Yep. 2-1 to Brighton away at Leeds, and it's an own goal from Jack Harrison. Here's Emmanuel Dennis. Oh, well played, Ollie Skip, and Romero gets it away. Here comes Richarlison.
Streaming for. Look at Romero.
Come on,
Romero's
Spurs.
the furthest forward. Oh, it's a great... Oh.
But it finds its way to Romero. Go on, Kuti. Play it back to Richarlison. Good ball, Rishi. Good ball.
Oh, Richie, down too easy.
Way too easily there. That's actually quite frustrating because he could have got an early ball into the
And now they're streaming forward, Forest.
Oh.
Romero's well out of position. The shot comes in. Fraser Foster at his near post makes his first real save.
Yeah. It was a routine save, that, isn't it?
Yeah. But that all came about Richarlison going down well too easy. Romero Romero just wanders up there at times, doesn't he? He just absolutely sprints up there.
Yep. That's what I love about Romero, his aggression, the way
Yep.
he influences the attack as well. He does that thing. He just passes and just darts up there, doesn't he?
He does. It's incredible to see.
Hoydier.
Always reminds me. Remember that goal that he set up for Son against Leicester when he made those 2 tackles?
Yes.
Oh, that's poetry in motion.
All right. Here we go. Eric Dyer out to Pedro Porro. Porro down the wing to Romero. Lovely
That's
ball
an
to
incredible
Richarlison.
ball.
He's got Heung-min Son making the run in the box. If he can find him, Richarlison!
Oh, cut out.
Cut out from the player. And here Richarlison gets it back in. And
Son.
Son! Heung-min Son!
3-0! There we go. Game over.
Come on,
Game,
set,
set,
and match to Tottenham. And Richarlison is the creator there, and Heung-min Son gets his goal, and
Yep.
it's 3-0 to Tottenham.
There we
Come
go.
on.
We said we wanted more from him in this half. He looked brighter, and there he goes.
Yeah, and
Richarlison again involved in this goal.
yeah, absolutely. Richarlison has been brilliant today. Pedro Porro's been brilliant. Heung-min Son, for me, he's been good, but still been on the quieter side of things.
Yep.
But he gets his goals.
It's a
so
great
big
ball
up.
from Romero.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Richarlison,
Oh.
first cross cut out.
Cut out by Worrell, but it comes back to Richarlison. He digs it into Son, one touch away from Serge Aurier, and Heung-min Son finishes in the bottom hand corner. Lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely stuff.
I thought he'd missed the opportunity. I thought he'd taken one too many touches. I thought he should shoot just
Through the legs of Shelby as
there.
well.
Oh,
Come on!
there we go. A convincing Tottenham Hotspur performance today. Which just adds to the frustration, doesn't it?
That's it, man. I mean, you can never predict what's coming next with Tottenham. Ever.
No, it's like you're delighted, but now you're like, but why the fuck did you do it?
So true, man. So true. But 3-0, 62 minutes on the clock. Let's get some more goals today, Tottenham.
Well, I think I can say that my draw prediction has completely gone out the window.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And I was one of the only ones on the fan show saying Spurs were going to win today.
Yeah, you went for a 1-0, didn't you?
I went for 1-0. Here come Forest. Don't concede today, Tottenham. Do not concede. Well played. Good defending, Tottenham. Porro gets it away. And now everything's just amazing. Yeah. Everything's so good at Tottenham.
Oh,
Conte's going to be on top of the world after
yeah, they'll probably be
this.
singing Antonio all around the ground now.
Here's he. Seed Army. Doesn't sound too loud, to be fair. It's a corner. Morgan Gibbs White over it. Here we go.
They got a player down Nottingham Forest. Looks like Johnson. That'd be a huge blow to them. Seems okay. Although Chris Wood's getting ready.
And it's a super chat here from Andrew Din saying, big up, boys. Let's settle it. Son plays much better without Perisic, and Porro is the future right wing back and right back at Tottenham. Seems that way, to be honest. It seems that way.
Yeah, I don't think you can argue with it. And I was one of the ones that said that with Son and Perisic, world-class players should be able to play with each other.
I said that as well.
But I think it's been proven wrong, isn't it?
It has been.
I mean, we look a lot more defensively solid with Davies. I think we can all agree on that. Whether we want better, and Destiny Aduji's coming in, so he will be there. But Son does look like a different player when he's not on the pitch.
Yeah. Completely agree. I don't know what it is with Perisic. Maybe it is true that Perisic was just occupying those spaces that we like to see Sonny in. Here we go. Heung-min Son down that left-hand side. Up against Aurier. Oh, Aurier took him down there, but it was... Oh, he's given the free kick. He has given the free kick. Sonny looked like... He did look like he had burnt Aurier there for a second. And then
change of pace, wasn't it?
In. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that is a foul.
Yep.
Just on the edge of the box.
What can Spurs do here?
Come on. Let's get a fourth.
What can you imagine? Be wonderful.
Let's get a fourth, Tottenham.
When was the last time we scored 4 leads?
Yeah. Oh, Palace.
Oh, shit, we were there.
Yeah. Yeah. The Chelsea fan had to tell us.
Yeah. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks for proving me wrong.
All right, Heung-min Son with this free kick. I would get someone just to run into that space where Davis is.
Oh.
Kane with the header. Oof. Oh, that's a foul. That is a foul from Ben Davis.
He's running away as quickly as he can to avoid the yellow card.
Yates and Wood coming on for Forest now. Who's going off? Brennan Johnson going off. He's hardly had a sniff today. And Freuler. Freuler is going off as well. So Wood and Yates coming on.
Well, now Eric Dyer's got some power to deal with, hasn't he?
Yeah. And we've got over 2,000 people with us. Finally, guys, 2,130 with us in the live chat. We've only got 722 likes, guys. Let's get to 1,000 before the full time. Come on, guys. We're winning 3-0 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
We should all be partying and celebrating.
Come on. God. Romero. Into Skip. Back to Forster. Out wide to Longley. Longley takes a touch and checks back and plays a short pass to Højbjerg. Into Skip. Skippy. Nice ball to Son.
Oh, this is lovely from us.
Son out wide to Porro. Great football here from Tottenham. Oh, Porro just loses it out. And Skip wins it back though. Brilliant stuff. Out to Richarlison, but there is an injury there. And it looks as though the card is going to come out. Was that for Pedro Porro?
I think it's for Skippy.
Oh, for Skip. Was that a foul?
I think he got the ball, but last time we said that.
I know. Well, let's see it again. Skip thinks it wasn't a foul. He's shaking his head. Lodi did well to nick it off Porro there. They got the ball. Easy got the ball. That is nowhere a foul. No way a foul.
Very harsh.
That should not be a foul, man. That's actually ridiculous. He won the ball so cleanly there.
He did indeed. Maybe it was the follow through. But still, he got the ball. It wasn't. You've seen those just waved away and just play on.
Yeah. Well, that's what it should be because it's not foul.
Exactly. Any more goals?
No more goals in the
just
Premier
the
League as
Brighton
of
one.
yet. Yeah.
They are on a march.
So currently we are 1 point behind Manchester United, but they've got 2 games in hand.
Yeah, that's the issue. And we still will go to Old Trafford. No, they've got to come to us, haven't they?
Yeah. Man United play Southampton tomorrow. And then after Southampton, they got to go away to Newcastle and they got to welcome Brentford. They're not gimme games, are they?
No. Get off the screen. Get off the screen.
Daigle's best mate on screen.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, broadcaster. He just always looks the same as well, doesn't he? There's never any emotion or anything on him. It's just like that.
70 minutes, 20 minutes to go here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Spurs are cruising.
Yep.
3-0 up. Oh, Longley. Just as I said, we're cruising. Longley.
It's just these needless little. You're 3-0 up, and just.
It's a yellow card. Who's the yellow card for? Dyer.
Let's have a look. It's from that Longley part.
Yeah, that's definitely a booking from Dyer. He goes through the back of RU.
Longley threw him under the bus, didn't he?
Yeah. John Joe Shelby with the free kick.
Wait, we've got a player down now. Is it Romero?
It's Longley. Oh,
I
Hojbjerg.
I really should have my glasses on.
Apparently I should as well. Three 0 to Tottenham. All right, here it comes. John Joe Shelby with the ball over the top. Challenged by Richarlison. And Sonny can get it away, but only as far as Shelby. Dennis tries to take it past Richarlison, but Richarlison's strong but plays a poor pass, but only back to a Spurs player, so it's not too bad. Porro.
Plays
it
Porro.
inside to Skip. Skip.
Great ball.
To Davis. Davis down the line to Sonny. He's got Davis on the overlap. He finds him. Can he find Harry Kane? Worrell just heads that away and it's a throw on to Tottenham. I thought Kane might have been offside there.
We just, you know what, going forward, we just look dangerous for once. So
Yeah.
we just look constantly like something may come off.
Yeah. Yep, completely agree with that comment. Powder says Davis is playing much better than any left wing back all year.
Yep.
And I would say that the early signs of Perisic were good, but I'm really liking these recent performances from Davis. The West Ham game, the Chelsea game, and now this game as well.
Yep.
He's a really good option for us on that side.
Well, you look at it, Milan and Sheffield, he came back into the centre, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Chris Wood has only just been on. I think he might be going off.
Not far from that 1,000 like marker, guys.
Come on, people.
832. Keep smashing that like button. And Chris Wood, who's just come on, is going off.
What was that, about 6 minutes?
That's unbelievable. Nico Williams has come on for Chris Wood. And how long was he on for? Where is it? Here we go. He came on the 67th minute.
6 minutes, like us.
Mad.
6 minutes. Well, lucky you got 5 subs now, isn't it? Because when
Yeah.
that happens.
Dyer. In search of Pedro Porro. Great ball from Eric Dyer. Porro tries
got
to
a
check
corner.
inside on Lodi, and Lodi snuffs it out, and it's a corner to Tottenham. Sonny coming over to take it. Spurs' first corner of the game.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
All right. Time to make some changes, Tottenham, I think.
You're right. You're right.
Sonny in. Oh! Clement Longley, I think that was, that nearly found the back of the net there. But here come Forest. Spurs out of shape here, out of position. But Longley gets back and kind of Dyer's back. They're all back now. Here's Andre Ayew.
He's just
No one wants to put in a challenge there.
gone right from side to side, didn't he?
Yeah. Lodi. Back to Felipe. Here's Williams. Nico Williams up against Davis. Gets the cross in. Romero gets it away. Only as far as Longley. Longley to Hojbjerg. Back to Longley. And he loses out.
Longley.
Here comes Morgan Gibbs-White.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger.
Oh, it strikes Dyer's arm. It looked like the top of his arm, but his arms were tied behind his
I
back.
think he could have got a shot way there, in all honesty.
But that defending, that passing from Longley was terrible.
Yep. Well, they're getting a bit involved now, Forest.
Here's Dennis. 15 minutes to go. Less than 100 to go till 1,000 likes, people.
We're on the march.
We're on the march. 15 minutes. Can we do it? Of course we can. It's a corner to Nottingham Forest. Gibbs-White Countless amount of corners. They haven't really made any of them pay yet. Less than 15 minutes to go. Here it comes. I think their 7th corner of the game. It comes in. Oh, that's a great save.
What a
great
phenomenal save
from Fraser Forster, keeping out Serge Aurier with that
people.
free header in the box.
That's
Absolute
a powerful
free
one
header.
as well. Point blank.
Oh, he rises above everyone there, Serge Aurier. Oh,
It's a great save.
It really
is a great save.
and you know what? A lot has to be said about a guy who's pretty much not had to do anything in the game all day. And the first thing that he's been called upon really does it to that level.
Yep. I think apart from that Leicester game, he's done actually rather well. I mean, the Wolves goal and the Sheffield United goal, but I think
Dennis!
I thought that was in.
I thought that was in as well. It looked like it was in for a second.
Forest are now piling on the pressure, but it is still 3-0.
Come on, let's get Dan Drumer on or someone. Why wait until...
Sure, exactly. Well, you'd think at 3-0 with a run in now. I know we've only got one game a week and everything, but this is what you got the squad for, to keep people fresh.
Yeah.
And if people are demotivated, how are you going to get them motivated? Minutes on the pitch.
Exactly. Here we go. Long lay with a searching ball up top to Harry Kane, snuffed out by Serge Aurier. John Joe Shelby now to Dennis. Dennis taken on Porro. Porro strong up against him and makes him checks back, and Højbjerg wins it. Back to Porro. Now Romero on the ball. Romero to Højbjerg. To Dyer. Richarlison. Good football here from Tottenham.
Heavy touch again.
Heavy touch. Skip. Finds Richarlison. Is he offside? Don't think so. Here's Rishi. Tries to take it past Felipe. I think Richarlison might be running out a bit of steam at the moment.
A couple of heavy touches have come into play, haven't they?
Yeah. Here's Skip to Sonny.
The wide.
Sonny, he's got Kane wide. He finds him. Kane bounces off Serge Aurier. Serge Aurier bounces off Kane. And here's Son. Son has a cross. Oh, Richarlison so close there from point blank range. Really good save from Keylor Navas.
They just cannot get this ball in the back of the net for him. No matter what we try.
So unlucky there from Rishi.
Great ball in from Son.
Yeah. Top ball. Would he be an offside? Was that 3-1 Chelsea? Mudryk. You sure? Yeah, Mudryk just scored, but it's been disallowed for offside.
Well, Chelsea, since they defeated us from standing back to back to back wins, aren't they?
Oh, and Leeds have just scored 2-2 against Brighton.
What?
Harrison.
So he scored the own goal.
Yeah, and scored the equaliser. But here's a corner to Tottenham. Just over 10 minutes to go. Heung-min Son gets the ball in. And that's out from Aurier and Højbjerg. I don't know what he's doing there, but it plays it back to Gibbs-White. But he wins it back. Well played, Højbjerg. Well played, Pierre. Go on.
Oh, Sonny!
Son!
Oh, what a save, Navas. All right, straight at him. But
you really thought Son was going to polish that, didn't you?
I thought I was going bottom corner.
He is not happy with that, Sonny.
I really thought I was going bottom corner, but it went straight down the throat of Navas, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it could not have worked out better for him. But straight into the hands of Navas.
Oof.
So how's the relegation? What's the bottom three saying at the moment?
Bottom three. Well, Bournemouth came out of it, I think, today, or out the bottom anyway. Southampton are bottom on 21. Leeds are on 23. West Ham on 23. Bournemouth 24. Leicester 24. Everton 25.
It's tight.
Nottingham Forest 26. Wolves 27. Palace 27.
Jeez.
But here comes Lodi. Lovely tackle from Pedro Porro.
That relegation battle is going to be a hell of a battle near the end of the season.
Anyone from 12th to bottom can go down.
Jesus.
It's a corner to Nottingham Forest.
I'm making
Deki.
subs.
Dejan Kulusevski
Which
with 10
means
minutes to go.
Danjuma won't be coming on today.
No.
Here's the point.
And it's the corner. Morgan Gibbs-White is going to put this in the mixer. A lot of Spurs players back there. Oh, and it's goal! Joe Worrell at the back post, completely free. Nobody's marking him. Into the empty net, really. And 3-1. They've got a goal back.
Atones for his penalty.
Yeah.
But
where is everyone? Where's the defending? What is that?
But you did ask for a clean sheet.
And I didn't get it.
No. It's a corner coming in.
Fraser Forster mixes it, and Worrell's there at the back post to empty into the empty net.
9 minutes plus stoppage time.
That is a shambles at the back.
Yep.
Chelsea have scored 3-1. Kovacic, Mudryk assist.
And Lucas Moore.
Anyone but Danjuma, please. Anyone but Danjuma.
Mark, why is he even on the bench? Seriously. Just go home and sit down and watch it on TV. We'll call you if we need you.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Exactly. Do you
Porro.
reckon at times like this he might have wished he went to Everton now?
Probably. Well, I don't know.
You're going to get game time, aren't you?
Yeah. Very true.
I think Getson Fernandez has got more minutes. Go on, Charlton, and wide. Wide up.
All right, here comes Ben Davis.
Oh,
Terrible ball. It's going to find Porro, though. Oh, get up, Lodi. Oh, come off it. Nottingham Forest player Lodi just goes down in the box there like nothing. And the referee, I don't know what he's
fell
doing.
for it.
That's so annoying, man. Jake in the comments says, I guess Danjuma needs an interview to get minutes. Not so wrong there, to be honest. And it's a double change here for Tottenham. Lucas Moura and Dejan Kulusevski on the 83rd minute. Who's going to come off? What do you reckon, Richarlison and Son?
Surely.
Richarlison is one. Played Rishi.
He's played very well. Could have had that goal, but just to be offside.
And the other one is probably going to be Heung-min Son.
And it is.
It is?
Yep.
Yeah. Heung-min Son on the score sheet today. Good performance from both these players. I would say better performance probably from Richarlison than Heung-min Son today, but I'm happy with both of their performances
without a doubt. You've got to look at it. Richarlison's been involved in all 3 goals.
Yeah. As has Pedro.
And had a goal disallowed.
And has, yeah. Which was extremely tight.
Yep. Player ratings, I think you might have to bring out a special rating for Danjuma's bench warming. Sure, it's
10.
a 10 out of 10 every
10,
week, yeah.
for sure. Who's this down? Longley is down holding his face. Ref looks fairly worried about him, to be honest. What happened there?
I don't know. We'll soon find out. Let's have a look. Doesn't look major. Got an arm. Wouldn't say it was an elbow.
All right, he's all right. He's all right. Here we go. 5 minutes to go. Scores at the moment 1-0 to Everton against Brentford. Leeds 2, Brighton 2, Leicester 1, Chelsea 3, and Tottenham 3, Nottingham Forest 1.
That's a huge result for Everton if they can hold on.
It really is.
Especially with us doing this to Forest.
And here comes Spurs with Pedro Porro. Back to Dejan Kulusevski. Here we go. Romero. Dyer. Dyer with the ball forward to Harry Kane. Flicks it to Skip. And Skip loses out.
Oh, did he keep it in? No.
And he just couldn't keep it in there, Emmanuel Dennis. KPV says, why is the Leeds-Brighton game still 2-1? Brighton when it's 2-2. Don't know what that means, KPV.
Lovely bit of skill there by Porro.
Lovely. Davis down the line, trying to find Lucas Moura, but a bit overhit, and Joe Worrell can just clean up there, play it back to Keylor Navas. And Navas hoofs it up. Hoof. And Ben Davis can win that in the air. Aurier. Felipe. Gibbs White snuffed out from Kulusevski, but he wins it back. And I think both teams have kind of accepted the result now.
Yep.
3 minutes left of 90 minutes.
I think it might be a couple of minutes stoppage with a couple of injuries, wasn't there? The Chris Wood went down a few times.
Did you see that about that change that they might bring in? I saw Colina talking about it last night. The referee, the old referee Colina. He was saying that they might bring in a new law where if a team is winning by a certain margin, then they won't have stoppage time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's saying now kind of referees do it on common sense.
Yep.
But they might make it an actual law.
What do you think about that? You like it or?
I don't mind it, to be honest. I mean, I kind of feel like when a team... Oh, great play from Dejan Kulusevski beating his man. But he runs into trouble there. I don't mind it too much. Like, if a team's winning 5-0 and then you get, like, 5 minutes added on, it's just, like, pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I remember a game before you would have been around, where Spurs played Southampton. We scored 4 goals in 4 minutes. So it's very, very, very rare. Very, very rare. But I think, if you say 5-0 and it's all 5 goals, it's 5 minutes, you can see it.
Kane, more at the back post. Oh, just snuffed out there.
Skip. I thought Skip was going to bang it.
Kulusevski. Down the line, in the box. Aurier out. Dennis. Porro fouls him there. It's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. We're coming into the dying embers of the game here.
Liverpool must be kicking themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I didn't see any of that game. Was it actually a good game or?
I missed it as well.
This fucking thing.
89 minutes on the clock, and here is Forest coming forward down the right-hand side. Longley picks out the misplaced pass to Harry Kane. Harry Kane's got Kulusevski, finds him. Go on, Decky. Skid him, son. Decky checks back to Skip. Plays it back to Kulusevski, back to Skip again. Just passing it around now quite comfortably here, Tottenham. Eric Dyer. Romero. Porro, Skip. Back to Skip from Kulusevski. Skip, lovely ball to Højbjerg. And he gets fouled, and it's a free kick to Tottenham. How many minutes? 4 minutes added on. Here's Kulusevski round the back.
Oh, God, Kulu.
Checks in.
Well, that's more like it, Kulu.
Absolutely.
That's
Do you remember there was a stage, I can't remember if it was this season or last season, where he got dropped for one game?
Yeah, it was.
He came back absolutely firing.
Yep.
When was that?
I think
Was that this season or last season?
I think it was Fulham. No, not Fulham when Richarlison started. No, Richarlison started for Son against Leicester, didn't he? No, it was last season against Leicester. He was dropped, where they thought he was ill, and then he came on late on, and then the rest of the second half of the season he was on fire.
Yeah. So hopefully this can kind of bring that out in him.
Maybe.
Oh, get up, Aurier. 3 minutes left. We're on 970 likes.
30 likes away, people.
You've got a couple of minutes just to get those 30 likes, guys. Who is going to be number 1,000? Oh, Lucas Moura. Nearly nicking it. Nearly nicking it.
It takes literally a second.
982 now, people. 1,000. Come on, guys.
There we go.
Big up to you all. We've hit that 1,000 like mark. Spurs have won the game 3-1. And it's a good day here. It's a good day here in the We Are Tottenham studios. Liverpool have lost today as well. And all we need is Arsenal to drop points tomorrow and Man City to win a bit later on today for a good weekend.
Final
Absolutely
2 minutes.
lovely. We've got a comment here from Plucky Chicken saying King Daigle.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Oh, Forrest had a shot on goal. Don't know what happened there, but very close. But thank you very much for the kind comment.
2,191 people with us at the moment. Big up to each and every one of you.
Doesn't it just make you feel so much more lightly and just relaxed when you get 3 points?
Absolutely.
Oh, the star's coming on.
He's
with 2 minutes, but Dan Schumer. do. Pape Matassa. Do.
Pape Matassa. Leicester have had a man sent off at the King Power. Fires.
Oh, wow, it's not been a good day for them and my friend Wayne Holland. Big Leicester fan. Yeah, they're getting dragged back into it, aren't they?
I mean, since they... Oh, we're giving away a penalty here.
Well, it's VAR. Oh, it's handball. But is it outside? Let's have a look. No, I think the ball's in. I think the ball's in, but he's out. I think he's in.
Come off it, Red.
Yeah, he's in.
Oh, God.
That ball's on the line.
We're in for a grandstand finish here, people.
Do you remember that rule where the referee said if there's not enough time, we're going to end it now.
Cut the stream, people. Cut the stream.
It's a penalty. Surely that's a penalty.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah, he's going over.
Yeah.
It's never easy for us, is it?
I mean, how have we conceded a goal and potentially another goal with this penalty in this game? How? It's been so dominant from start to finish.
Mate, just thankfully we got that third goal. Do you know what I was just saying a minute ago? Isn't it nice and relaxing?
No, it's not fucking nice and relaxing. How are we going to concede a penalty now?
He's going to give it any.
For literally no reason we've conceded these goals today. Come on, Fraser. Come on, Fraser.
And how much more time do they put on after this?
This bloody team, man. Even when it's comfortable, it's not comfortable.
It's ridiculous.
Come on, big phrase. Come on, big phrase. Oh, Andre Ayew. Didn't he miss a couple in the World Cup, Andre Ayew?
Was it him or was it his brother?
I think it was him. Come on, big phrase.
Well, if they know anything...
More comfortable seeing him in goal for a penalty or Hugo?
I don't know. I was just about to say, because like Leicester, if you just shoot low for Foster...
Yeah.
It's pretty much because of the height of him. Look at him. So he's literally flush with the crossbar.
If he jumps, his head will smash against the crossbar.
Yeah, no win, no fee. Claims direct.
It's Andre
Ayew.
But
then we'll get charged the crossbar.
Andre Ayew against Fraser Forster now. He steps up. Saved! Come on!
Go on, big phrase.
And here comes Spurs on the counter-attack. Dejan Kulusevski. Porro. Oh, look at Decky. Foul.
Should you ask me that question? Who am I more confident?
Come on.
Ask me that question. Who am I more confident
Who are
with?
you more confident?
Big Fraser Forster.
Boom. Love that. Poor penalty, really.
Yeah. You see stupid little run-ups.
Yeah. But he went low, not
Yeah.
so hard, either side, one side of him. And come on. Big up, Fraser.
Done himself well. I never get why goalkeepers wear the T-shirts, then the long sleeves underneath. I don't get it.
Powder
Pape.
TCG is saying, somehow, some way, Fraser Forster is our best signing from the summer.
He's right, isn't he? He's fucking right. I love that bit. Somehow, some way.
Has Fraser Forster been our best summer signing this year? Let me know in the comment section what you think.
It's true. It's true.
Who has been better for Spurs this season out of our summer signings than Fraser Forster? Classic Tottenham. You signed the best left wing back in the Europe called Ivan Perisic, and a backup Southampton goalkeeper, and he turns out better than Ivan Perisic. Or you signed a 60 million
exactly.
Richarlison.
Basuma.
Oh God.
All of them.
All right. We're well over the 4 minutes here. 7 minutes
So
of
also
stoppage
with
time.
Foster, is Lloris out for the season or is he due back?
I think he's due back at some point, yeah.
I don't know if he walks in.
He should be due back very soon, actually.
Would you walk him in?
I don't know.
The whisper there. I don't know.
I think I do put Lloris straight back in. I do.
What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on.
I think we've lost all.
Mason's at it.
Stellini's
Stellini's at it.
But what's over?
Red card for Cooper.
Yellow.
The yellow card for Cooper, I mean. Just end this game, come on. We're now double over the 4 minutes. We're 98
Straight back
minutes.
at the World Cup.
I know. And it's full time and Leeds Brighton 2-2.
Well, that helps us with their game in hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And Brentford as well.
Yeah. God, everything seems... I won't say anything just yet. Now I can.
Come on!
3-1 Tottenham,
Get
game
in there, give
over.
me some skin, Daigle.
What's up, brother?
That's what I'm talking about. Spurs have won by 3-1 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And let's get straight into the instant match reaction. What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for an instant match reaction as Spurs have beaten Nottingham Forest by 3-1 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Talk to me, Daigle. What are you saying?
Just, I can't remember. I mean, I've been here for a few watch-alongs recently, and they have not been as comfortable and as relaxing as that one. Football was better. There's some big performances in there. Richarlison's definitely one. Porro, Skip, and Højbjerg were obviously Kane. Some guys, mate. Foster got a penalty, a saved penalty, and overall, decent day at the office.
Yeah, it was a very decent day at the office, and some good performances all over the pitch. I mean, you could see the domination right from the beginning of the game. I thought we were stretching the pitch really well with Porro on one side, Davis on the other side. Son was doing well, tugging that touchline on the left-hand side. Richarlison was making an absolute nuisance for themselves. And I can't remember seeing a first half as comfortable as that we've had this season.
Do you know what, every time I get asked that question, the one I go back to is the first game of the season against Southampton. Yes, we went 1-0, but we just looked so much better than them in that first game. We looked incredible. But it's been a long time since it's been that comfortable. But obviously, Forest didn't help themselves. But we definitely looked on it, and we needed to be after two awful cup defeats.
Yeah, it looked like the deadlock was broken 4 minutes into the game. Skippy plays a lovely ball over the top for Richarlison, and he duly delivers with the absolutely pile-driving finish into the roof of the net. gets called offside. I mean, I still want to see that again because I still don't know how it was offside. I mean, it was on the tightest of margins, wasn't it?
It really was. But you got to say the pass from Skip was sensational.
Yeah.
But Richarlison, for a man that's lacking in confidence and goals, absolutely walloped the crap out of that ball. Goalkeeper had no chance, and like his goal against Fulham, got disallowed. And this one was, like you said, I think this is extremely, extremely tight. And it should have been, but that was a sign of things to come, wasn't it, Ben?
It was a sign of things to come. And when the goal got chalked off, me and you are probably sitting here thinking, oh, is it another one of those days?
Without a doubt.
And I kept saying to you in the first 15 minutes when we were on top, I was like, we need to make this domination count. We need to get those goals. The goal did come in the 19th minute from Harry Kane. Pedro Porro with a lovely ball into Harry Kane. Richarlison was part of that move as well. Ben Davies was part of that move. And I really like the performance of Pedro Porro today. I mean, he kept getting down that right-hand side, beating his man, putting crosses in the box. I mean, probably more goals, but it should have come from his hard work today.
Yeah, I agree. I am starting to really enjoy what I see from Porro, and he's just non-stop up and down that touchline. It looks like he's got the stamina for it as well. People were saying that he's too slight, like we were saying, or people were saying before. But it looks like he's going to build a bit of physique on him, and he does genuinely look like he could cause some major problems down that right-hand side. And going back to the goal, I mean, it's a lovely dink cross that he found Kane. Kane heading it back to where it came, like they always say. Goalkeeper was nowhere near it. But what I did enjoy in that, forget those two, the bit by Richarlison at the beginning, and Ben Davies getting that ball so it goes back to Richarlison, Porro to get the cross in. So it was a great team goal, actually.
Yeah, and you're really seeing Porro come into his own now, aren't you? And it's such a good sight to see when you've got Emerson and Porro contending for that spot when both of them are on such good form at the moment. But I think that Porro just adds that extra dimension to us, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, and also you got to remember with Porro, right now, the whole fan base is screaming for a change in football and the style of football. Listen, Emerson has been doing exceedingly well the last few games, but we know unfortunately his end product is the one stumbling block that he hasn't improved on. But you can see the more attacking, he's just head down, off we go, Porro, and he knows where to put those crosses in. Kind of like the great crossers do. They just know where to whip it into that area, wherever the players are there. And I'm starting to get quite excited about what I'm seeing with him.
Absolutely, and you know, after that Leicester game, all of us would be like, "Oh, have we signed another one of these here?" And I kind of didn't think that. I thought it was more of like a Lisandro Martinez welcome to the Premier League kind of debut. And I think that's the way it's padding out because you're seeing his performances grow week on, week out now, Pedro Porro. So it's great to see. And Ollie Skip and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in the middle were just orchestrating things, weren't they? Pinging it left, right and centre. They were absolutely on point with their ball-playing ability today. And I thought both of them had sensational performances today.
They literally played like quarterbacks today. The way it was just the short passes, there was the variation of switching it and spraying it across wide. It was I think that was apart from when, I mean, I don't even know if Bentancur and Højbjerg put in a better performance this season. Just to forget the result of the game, a midfield where the pair have both been on it, and they most certainly were both on it today. Yeah,
I mean, I think that's for sure a top performance from both of them. 10 minutes before the end of the first half, we get that penalty where Richarlison gets completely taken out by Joe Worrell, and the ref points to the spot, and Harry Kane does what Harry Kane does. And polishes off the penalty into the roof of the net, down the middle. Keylor Navas going the wrong way. And that kind of brought an end to the proceedings in the first half. And it was just so easy, so dominant. And I think a big reason why Højbjerg and Skip were allowed to kind of have that kind of displays because they just weren't being put under pressure. Every time they were in the middle of the park, they had acres of space, acres of room. They had time to pick out those passes time and time again. Half-time comes. Nottingham Forest make two changes. They take off Mangala and Lingard, who Lingard hardly had a kick at all in that first half. They brought on Emmanuel Dennis and Andre Ayew, and things started to change for them a little bit. I thought they came back into the game. Emmanuel Dennis was looking a bit busy on that left-hand side. And that goal for us to make it 3-0 just came at the right time, didn't it, on the stroke of the hour mark?
Well, you look at it now, and what could have been with them missing that penalty, that goal is now obviously crucial. But yeah, you could see them starting to just. They couldn't have played any worse than they did in the first half. They had to start closing us down, which they did, which didn't give us our fluidity we had. But But yeah, that third goal when it came, and again a Porro down the wing, wasn't it?
Yeah, Porro. I love Porro. I really do. I mean, I am falling in love with this guy. But it says it all when I'm looking at the stats, right? In the first half, Spurs had 8 goal attempts, 3 on target, 3 off target. Nottingham Forest had 1 goal attempt, none on target.
Okay.
In the second half, Spurs had 7 goal attempts, 4 on target, 0 off target. And the Nottingham Forest had 8 goal attempts, 5 on target, and 2 off target. Those numbers aren't really adding up. So
Yeah,
I
so
don't really know.
seven on target. But yeah,
That's what it says here. No, because there's block shots counts as
okay,
shots.
gotcha.
So I mean that tells the whole story, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean the second half became a lot more even, didn't it? But it was a little bit back and forth, but you could see Forest were coming through it. But thankfully we had that resilience today. Yeah. We had that resilience. There were a couple of shaky moments, and normally those couple of shaky moments become
from Longley, especially.
Yeah, those shaky moments then start making the whole team nervous, and then something happens. But thankfully that third goal came, and then obviously Forest got one back, didn't they?
Yeah, and kind of after our third goal, it was kind of like non-contest, really, after that. The game was pretty much done. Corner comes in, Joe Worrell was at the back post, Fraser Forster comes out, misses the ball, and Joe Worrell was there to head it in at the back post, and then that was with 9 minutes to go, and then right in the last kick of the game, 6th minute of stoppage time, they get a penalty for Kulusevski handball right on the edge of the area, right on the edge, and it was a penalty, so you've got to give it to them. But big Fraser Forster steps up. I thought he wasn't great for the goal that we conceded, but he made up for it with that penalty save.
Well, with the goal, when you watch it back, one of the Forest players get ahead of him, so it's not like he just missed it. There was a touch on it that he could have read it better or come out quicker. But like the guy said in the super chat, was it Powder? Somehow, some way, Fraser Forster came to the rescue, and again, he made that brilliant headed save as well, didn't he? That he tipped at point blank. Yeah, and like I said, Kulusevski's body was outside the area, but his hand was on the line. So you got you got to be fair here. It was a penalty, and Foster got down to and did a really good job.
I kind of felt like for that last half an hour of the game, Spurs. It's again with Conte and game management and making changes. He just doesn't make changes early. He's not proactive enough. I felt like we needed some more energy and impetus for that last half an hour. Obviously, it didn't come to bite us this time, but I thought another day maybe it could have come to bite us.
Well, I've said as well, when you're 3-0 up and you think the game, all right, they got the goal back, surely with our running now, you want your players firing. You've been playing at a certain players non-stop. And we do have options here now. All right, we've got a few injuries that are out for the foreseeable, but there is quality that can come on, or may not be up to the standards of the person they're replacing, but can do a job. Can do a job and give the players a rest so ready. I mean, Southampton is no easy place to go to. Their form says that it should be, but we all know what happens. But this, it's not just Conte though, has it? It's been Pochettino did it. The only one I remember making subs as and when they needed was Mourinho. Like in the first half of the Champions League, Dyer off, and he will make subs as and when he thinks they need to be done, not waiting, and it's an annoying thing for me.
Yeah. So we're talking before about Sonny and Perisic. Perisic out the team today. Do you think it's clear now that maybe Perisic does impact the performances of Sonny, or do you think it was just a one-off good game from Sonny today in terms of without Perisic?
So there's two ways to look at this. First of all, I'm not going to start saying, maybe Sonny will crack on from here. He'll crack on, because we've said this all season. And it just hadn't. He looked brighter. But one thing, I spent a lot of time at the start of the season going, like I said earlier, world-class players should be able to adapt. And these two should be able to find some. But now when you look at it, and the games where Davies was it suddenly came against West Ham and scored? Well, yeah. Ben Davies' first game at left-back, where Perisic wasn't playing. He came on all right off the bench, gets the goal. Today, gets the goal. And at Milan, it was Son and Perisic. So it does seem, I didn't think there was anything to this before, but I certainly do now. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I was always of the similar to you, like two world-class players should be able to to play with each other. But what I was noticing today from Heung-min Son, he was so far out on the left and really tugging that touchline. We haven't seen that from him really this season because those are the positions that Perisic occupies. So maybe there is something in it. Maybe there is, but I guess all will be revealed over the coming weeks.
I think it will be as well.
Doesn't play.
And I think what's able to help this as well is Perisic has had that space, but he hasn't been delivering. If Perisic was on fire, or like he was at the beginning of the season, we might be talking about this differently.
Could be.
But at the moment, Perisic is off form, and seeing Son hugging that touchline, like you said, it's certainly something you wouldn't have been doing with Perisic on the pitch. So I think there's something to it now.
Man of the match today?
Dan Zuma. It's so tough today. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Richarlison or Porro. I don't want to. Kane got the goals, but Richarlison came under so much. I'm giving it to Richarlison. I'm giving it to Richarlison.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think a few are in the running. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Porro is definitely in the running. Richarlison's in the running. Kane's in the running. Skip's in the running, in my opinion. Can I give 4? Can I give 4?
You got to tell you what, you can do a Twitter poll and see what they say.
Men of the match. I'm going to give it to Porro.
There you go. We'll go down the right.
I'm going to give it to Porro. But I thought Skip was exceptional as well, to be fair. But we'll finish off talking about the league table as it stands now. Man United third with 49 points, 25 games played. Spurs in fourth with 27 games played, 28 points. Liverpool in fifth, 26 games played, 42 points. Newcastle in sixth with 41 points, 24 games played. So everyone's got quite a few games in hand on us. But would you rather those points on the board right now or the games in hand? 6 points above Liverpool, 7 points above Newcastle.
So what you got to remember as well, these games in hand, I think every one of these people that got games in hand, we still got to play once. So those games in hand, I know it's Newcastle. I think are going to come back. And honestly, they're my biggest concern. Newcastle. I have a soft spot for Newcastle from Gaza and loving that city. I think they could come back, but you always say you'd rather points on the board, wouldn't you? You'd rather say these are banked rather than say I'll roll the dice. Yeah,
I'd agree with you there. But after the week that we've had, the 2 weeks that we have had, going out the Champions League, going out the League Cup, the FA Cup, to not teams that we should be beating in Milan and Sheffield United. And this team that we lost to in the League Cup earlier on in the season. Yep. I mean, is top 4 enough, like even?
For me, it's not. People know my stance on this part. If I knew top 4 we were actually going to invest and do things, then you say, yeah, do you know what? But we've done this time and time again.
It should be just the bare minimum.
Yeah, that should be Spurs. When you set your objectives and your targets, top 4 is not to be celebrated and achieved. Like you said, and I loved what you said. Last season, it was to be celebrated. It was a huge achievement from where we were, Conte coming in to get where we were in the manner that we did it. This season, it should have been with Conte and everything that was going on. That should have been, that's the minimum.
When you look at it, I think at this point last season, we're on the exact same points as we are this season. And I don't understand how you spend that much amount of money that we did in the summer and in January and not kick on. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think again, it's the caliber of players we brought in. They could listen. I'm not going to use this moment to smash Levy to bits, but I'm just going to say what we could have done is there are players that could have come in that could have been a better quality, that maybe have been a little bit more expensive, just a little bit more, and the players Conte wanted, and then who knows where we'd be. But we are fourth. And like you said, at the moment, we are qualifying for the Champions League at the moment. But like you said, compared to last season, this is a standard requirement, not a, oh my God, that's an achievement.
Agreed. Completely agree. Every word with that. But that is your instant match reaction. Spurs sitting in fourth in the Premier League as it stands. 6 points above Liverpool, who lost today in fifth. So we capitalised on them. It was a really good performance from the lads today. Bit of a scare at the end, but Fraser Forster got us through it. But thank you everyone for watching today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.